Welcome back. Return of the M.A.C. M.A.C. Moss, Andrew, Carl back in the building once again for episode 160.
Yeah.
What's happening, fellas?
We back.
What's good?
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was
How
off
many
today.
times you just said that to open up the another day, another dollar?
Probably at least once every 3 pods.
Nice to be off
back
today,
around.
for sure.
Yes. Beautiful day off.
I won't.
Yeah, we were really shocked, I think.
Yeah.
I know I was.
Yeah.
We were like, you trying to pod at like 12 today? He's like, I'm at work.
Yeah. Kids still got to eat, school or not.
Yeah, that's whack. Selfish bastards.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's the thing, yeah.
Speaking of selfish, Carl didn't come to our pod hangout. We were celebrating Moss's birthday.
Yeah.
King has made it around the world another year.
For sure.
Carl just goes and does his own thing.
Yeah, I was 4 hours away.
Where did you go again? I forget.
It was Darlington, the Raceway, Darlington Raceway.
For the race.
NASCAR
That's
race.
wild.
Yeah.
How was that?
Easy money.
Yeah.
That's
good.
the best way I can say it. Easy money. Ended up being out there a total, I think, 16 hours if you count the bus ride there and back. Yeah, man. It was cool though. You know, like I said, motherfuckers love that NASCAR shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty evident.
I bet. There's a ton of people there.
I guess it was more like the amateurs that were racing on Saturday, so it wasn't like the big event. Sunday was a big event. And they were asking, like, you coming back tomorrow? I'm like, hell no, not after this. 16 hours, I'm good.
You took the light day, huh?
Yeah. I didn't know that's what it was going to be, but it ended up being that. It rained and everything out there. And I didn't know, like, they still try to drive and shit.
In the rain?
Like if it's a light rain, they'll try to drive.
Oh, wow.
And then even after that, after it's done raining, like they just postpone it. They don't really cancel the shit. They try to dry the track and shit, which takes like 2 hours for them to dry the fucking track.
Try
Bro.
to dry fucking concrete.
Yeah, that shit
Sounds
just fucking
dangerous,
forever.
son. Sounds dangerous.
Yeah. There was a couple wrecks out there.
That was fun.
I really didn't get to see shit.
You
I just heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just heard it.
I just heard it.
No,
Was
I
it like
was-
you was at the gate?
Yeah, I was at the gate the whole time, pretty much.
I've heard people say like it's wild and it's a good time and stuff.
I mean, motherfuckers love it. You get to bring in your own beer and shit, so it's like that's a
really?
win. You can't do that anywhere else.
Oh, that's wild. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, you bring in on your own alcohol and shit. You know, motherfuckers have they dip. I saw a lot of vape pens out there.
I bet.
I was asking people a lot, like, "Oh, what's the flavor for the day?" and all of this stuff. So,
that's your greeting move.
yeah,
What's the flavor for the day?
Hey, well, I'm a vape head too.
They seem to appreciate the conversation though. Everybody,
I can imagine.
people are like really excited, like, oh yeah, this is my my all day. It's like a vanilla tobacco. So this is what one guy said he had it's called icebergy or something like that. Then I was like, oh, it's like a menthol. He's like, yeah, how'd you know? Well, it's pretty obvious.
It's not you're a genius.
Yeah, right. yeah. How'd you know? Like, I mean, what else would it be? But, yeah, I mean, that was cool. I'm sure I didn't have as much fun as you guys did, though.
Definitely not.
We had a ball, man. It was good eating, good food.
What birthday was this for you? It's 33?
Nah.
34?
3-4.
Oh, man, 3-4.
Old as
34.
fuck.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
You
A
were
lot of people
trying.
try to add a year on me. You probably 35. No, don't give me that extra year yet. 3-4. You know,
All
we
right,
here.
that's what's up, man.
It was a good time though.
More like-
Food was banging.
Yeah, bro, you missed the spread.
It had
Bro.
everything that anybody has ever put on a taco
Yeah.
was
there.
available. Yeah, it was
Lot of
top
variety.
notch shit.
A lot of variety.
Yeah, well, I missed out. Maybe next year. Gotta bring the taco bar back.
So, I don't know, we might do some shit, but, have some game nights, Sunday night games or some shit like that. You know,
I don't know
some
about
shit.
Sunday
Might
nights.
do a little
He has this welcome mat, and it says like, what does their welcome mat say?
I did see this. It's something about football, right?
Yeah, I forgot what the fuck
It's a lot of
Sorry about the noise of football season.
yeah.
something
Sorry
like
about
that.
the noise. It's football season. I said, yo, you gonna have to put that mat up after the first game, or people gonna realize it's real quiet around this motherfucker.
Oh,
This
got him.
Ooh.
Huh?
That was a good one.
Got him with the zinger.
I'm just saying.
He remembered that. He remembered that one and was like, "Hey,
It's
yo,
even less
let me
good
tell you
because
about
he
this
said
time.
it already to
Let me
my
tell you about
face.
this time I got Moss.
Yeah, I
got him good.
yeah. You got me good, dog.
He got this
crazy.
He got this doormat.
Hey, I'm just saying. Won't
Talking
be
about
much
it's going to be
noise.
loud in here during football season. Patriots.
I got a good crack out of it. I don't know if anybody else thought it was funny. I thought that shit was pretty funny. Oh, you actually think you're going to be cheering it here this year. That's crazy. Gullible fans.
Gullible fans. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to see. Couple weeks.
Buy everything you see, huh?
We had a good time,
Everything
though.
you see. Yeah,
I had a
cool.
good time. I couldn't stay super late. I had a fantasy draft to get to, but
Yeah.
it was a
How'd
good
that
time.
go?
Pretty good.
Was that an auction?
Yeah, so more importantly, the big auction draft for a $100 league is the most expensive league I'm in. It's the one I think I've probably been in the longest at this point.
Right.
Friday night, go to draft, and I can't get logged into ESPN.
Oh no.
Can't get logged in at all. Trying to reset the password. They give you the resend link. They're going to email to you. Nothing's coming into my email. Draft's already started. So like at this point, I'm like really scrambling, trying to see if it's like saved on my phone or in the computer or anything. Couldn't get it nowhere. I ended up on ESPN chat support. They couldn't help me at all. I missed the whole draft.
Oh, that sucks.
Missed the whole draft.
So how does that work in the auction style?
So it's online. This one was online still. So I guess I was just bidding like crazy. Because I still got a couple of decent players. I got Brady,
still auto picks for
Brady,
you.
Cooper Cup. Like it'll just continue to auto bid. I don't know if it goes like it. It's got to be some kind of system that cuts
I
it
like
off.
the most expensive player that's available.
Well, it probably. I'm thinking that whoever gets nominated to get bid on, I think I probably auto bid up to whatever like the ESPN
the
value
maximum.
was.
Yeah, right.
So if they have Tom Brady at a 30, I probably bid on him up till $30 automatically.
Right.
But so I don't know. I have a team, but I can't tell you how mad I was Friday night, son.
Yeah.
I was
That was
so furious. I've been asking, it's Moose's league.
Yeah.
Like I've been asking, we play poker. I'm like, hey, you got everything ready for fantasy? Like I've been so hyped for this draft.
Yeah.
And just totally missed it.
Had you not logged into your app?
Not since last year.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
always
don't
try to
worry
give a good
about it.
log. Right, but
Because I know
I
I can just get the email.
yeah, that's true.
And like I get the
and
emails.
from there, you just click the link and
Yeah.
it's back like you never fucking left.
Plus, most of my passwords and stuff are saved either in my phone or on the computer.
Right.
Where it's
I
just there.
I haven't logged into my shit in forever, so I get what you're saying. Like,
Dog.
it's just one of those things.
I was so fucking mad when we drafted Sunday.
Well, do y'all
changed
have
my
the
email
ESPN
address.
app, like the actual app? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all got that. If y'all got a profile on that, it's the same profile as your
Yeah.
ESPN.
So it was showing logged in on here,
yeah.
but it wasn't like in my saved
Oh, we say
username, passwords.
Oh, yeah.
So I would leave the ESPN app, go to the fantasy joint, and it wouldn't let me in.
Oh, damn.
So there was nothing I could do. I missed the whole draft. Got, they email you your picks or whatever. I read like the first couple names. I was like, fuck this. This is stupid. And then I was telling Moss before you got over here, like I ended up looking back at the roster and I have an okay starting lineup. But the bench is so bad. Like my guys are just gonna have to perform perfect, and I'm gonna have to pick up some running back.
Right. I mean,
at some
the
point.
thing about it is, you
Burkhead
got to
is
stay
my number
fluid
2.
with your roster and shit anyway throughout the year.
Yeah.
It's shit that's gonna happen. There's motherfuckers that's gonna come up that nobody knew was gonna have a great year. Too.
Right, but I'm gonna have to be able to claim them.
Right. You're gonna have
Or
to be
I'm
in that
fucked.
situation.
Yeah.
And if you are in that situation and claim, then it probably means that you're not doing too well to begin with.
So you're already in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. But man, I look forward to fantasy football so much every year. Like I really love that shit. That's why the weekend is so much fun, because obviously watching the games is a blast.
Yeah.
As always. We've known that for 30 plus years. But beyond that, I now love to gamble on it all day.
Mm-hmm.
That's over the last couple of years. And fantasy has been the other thing. For 10 years now, I've been doing fantasy.
It's like a triple threat.
Like
Just
every
keep you locked
Sunday
in on all the games.
I'm sitting here on my phone and 6 screens pulled up. It's so much fun. I cannot wait for Sunday.
Yes. I'm only in one fantasy league this year, and that's
Usually
first
do
time.
2, right?
Yeah, at least 2.
Yeah.
That's the first time that's happened in a while. So now, I mean, I just got to put all my effort into dominating you guys. So
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if effort is what it takes to win fantasy football.
it does if you're as good as me. Maybe you
Think
should
that contradicts each
reevaluate.
other.
Maybe you should reevaluate your plan.
Anyway,
This guy. Crazy.
that was it. That was my week. The highlights of my week. All I did this week was birthday party for Moss and fantasy drama.
Sound about right?
Yeah.
Everything went well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody tried me today, bro.
Oh no, what happened? Did you have to knock somebody out at work?
No, I didn't get there.
Oh, I wish it did.
But it's
almost.
like this has happened like mad times in my working life. Whenever I get to a position of some type of like authority, not nobody's boss, but look a little higher position, it's always some people just start changing a little bit. I think we had this conversation about, you like to being the boss and being friends and being cool and shit like that, whatever.
Yeah.
So today, just got to work. Well, I get there like before everybody. I'm like the first one there now. It's like 6 in the morning. Like 30, 45 minutes later, other people start coming in. So everybody's cool. I agree. Everybody said what up to everybody coming in. Everybody was all good. We fucking this is one dude. He's been there for years, like maybe like 15 years or some shit like that.
Oh, he entitled.
I mean, not even entitled, but he be cool. Like I worked with him
I
for
know
years
you got to
too.
feel some sense of entitlement.
Just I don't
Probably
know where it's
a
coming
little
from.
bit of resentment there that you didn't.
Carl's got it.
Let me get the whole story out. You don't even know what happened yet. You don't even know what happened.
Over him. No, you standing on the top of this dude. He like, yo.
No.
All right, go.
If he wanted to be a cook, he would have been a cook. He likes his position where he's at. He's cool.
You never know. Why people feel it internally.
But it just be like, all right, so this is what happened. We was chilling. He kind of like, he can't see that good. He probably like in his 50s, maybe 50s, early mid 50s. He can't see that well. He needed prescription for years. Everybody keep telling him, but you don't never get. You can't see that well. So so he like a little messy how he works. He leaves shit sitting around and shit. He'll come use a dish or a pan, use it and then leave it and go on about doing what he doing type shit.
That ain't got nothing to do with eyesight though.
It don't.
That's the excuse he uses. I'm like, no, I'm calling bullshit.
I say that eyesight can feel like make messes and shit and don't realize that he made a mess while he's doing some type shit. But anyways, we're a sloppy type of worker or whatever. But he cool. He do his thing. He consistent enough to be where he been for a minute.
Right.
But so we was doing something. He left like a pan or something in the sink after he used it. And a little time went by. I was like, oh, he think he's just gonna leave that shit. I think he's gonna he's just gonna leave that shit for somebody else to pick this, and somebody being me, I'm gonna have to pick that shit up because it's in the area. I'm in the main kitchen cooking. You leave some pans back there. I gotta clean this shit up before I leave.
A little stalemate going
Type
on.
shit,
Who's gonna do it first?
But it was cool.
I get you though. First, you wanted to wait it out. Get us, man.
Yeah, I give you time. You doing something. You get your shit set up. I'm not gonna be in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping.
Been here for a while.
Yeah.
I ain't
even on his ass. Not even on his ass at all.
For sure.
So a little time go by. He ain't come get it. He ain't walk past to looked at it mad time. He just walk around strolling now. He ain't got pretty set up. He just chilling. I'm like, all right. So I was like, kindly. I was like, yo, you finished using that pan and shit over there? He was like, yeah. Well, I ain't say pan and shit. I said, I ain't cussing out. I ain't cussing out. I was like, you finished using that pan? He was like, yeah. I was like, you mind taking that to the dish room for me real quick? What up? Dish room is literally like from here to the door. He laughed. he laughed, bro.
He was probably like, oh shit.
It was like just a little grim laugh or whatever. He walked up, he grabbed the pan, started walking over to the dish room. Literally like 5 steps away. He get like almost close to where the dish room is, and he yell out, "You not my boss!"
Oh shit!
Uh-oh. Loud, bro. Loud, bro. Like that shit echo in the kitchen. So I'm like, what? I thought he was playing. I didn't think he was talking to me. Like, cause we cool. We been jumping for years. I ain't known him for years.
Hey, look here, old timer.
Let it ride. I'm like, all right, cool deal. All right, so I let it go. I'm working. I'm still doing my shit. So I'm busy anyway. I ain't got time to fuck with him with whatever he talking about. A little time go by. He come around and walk around the kitchen doing this shit, slamming steamers and slamming pans and shit.
Oh, that's
like throwing a fit type shit. I'm like, yo, hey, yo, bro, like, you good? He walk off mumbling some shit. I'm like, all right, this motherfucker got a problem. So for whatever reason, for me saying something. So then he came back there to me. He was like right beside me, grabbing some Ladles and shit or whatever. I'm like, what's wrong with you, bro? You good? He's like, no, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't fucking with you today. Stop fucking with me. Don't talk to me, motherfucker. Some shit. Start going crazy. I'm like, yo, dog. Like, dog. You need to calm down a little bit, bro. Tell me what your issue is. Like, I don't understand. Didn't want to address it, was just blowing me off. I'm like, yo, dog, do we need to step outside real quick? Because he was just real aggressive and cussing me out, flicking me off my face, doing all this extra shit. Like, old head shit. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, I'm like, yo. Do you want to go outside real quick and we can figure this situation out?
No, the visual is so much better now that you told us about flipping me off.
Bro,
I'm so glad.
Of course, when I offer him outside, he walking off mumbling shit again. They ain't really say nothing the rest of the day. So I'm over here feeling like, yo, I might have to fucking fold this old head up. Like, what the fuck? Bro, you trying to act crazy on me because I asked you to put your dishes in at the dish room?
Look.
Ain't like you got to wash your own dishes. Take them to the dish room, dog.
Yeah, that seniority should go out the window when it comes to disrespect with me. That shit is...
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm the most respectful person at where I'm cool with just about everybody, at least on some level.
I'm
at this shit like, dog, you coming at me like this?
You thought y'all was cool. Y'all not cool like that. That's what he was like. You know,
You're the boss now.
I guess that's what let me know. But I'm just like, damn. I felt disrespected.
He been saying that he wanted that position. Like, oh, I can have that position if I want
that, though.
That's what he's saying.
Never wanted that position.
That's what he's saying.
He's been mad opportunities for years to be in that position.
But once you got that motherfucker now, it's different. It's like, oh, that should be me. That's what he thinks.
It's one of those things that like you don't really want to do, but you want the position.
Right.
So once
you don't want nobody else in that position.
Nobody gets it.
Especially somebody that was your peer before, you know,
and that's younger than you.
But it's like I'm still here. We all still here working together.
Yeah,
I'm just doing the main line of cooking. Like,
my man said he been leaving his pan back there for the next motherfucker to wash for 10 years now. You done finally said something about it.
That might be what it is, because motherfuckers don't be saying nothing when he be doing that shit. That should be irritating the fuck out of me. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing this, bro. You ain't just gonna be leaving messes and pans and shit everywhere. Like somebody else supposed to clean up after you. We ain't doing that.
This never got resolved. He didn't
say nothing the rest of the day. He really was on hush mode the rest of the day. Every time I walk past me, try to look down and shit, won't try to talk. So I'm like, all right. What I know is when we go to come to work tomorrow, don't try to kiki and joke with me and shit like shit ain't just happened the day before. That's where I'm at with it. No, we got to resolve this. What was your issue, bro?
Brother, I need an apology. I need an apology first thing.
I need some, bro. Don't come over and be joking and geeking like everything cool.
I need a 6:30 apology.
Nah.
I
ain't big on holding grudges, but I ain't gonna just let shit fly like that without something being addressed. Like that ain't happened.
He needs to come
up to you just cuss me out yesterday
with the hat folded, you know what I'm saying, in front of him and shit.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, man. I need you to be real motherfucking apologetic in this motherfucker before we start another work day up in here. Can you fire motherfuckers?
Nah, I ain't got that type of door. I ain't firing nobody. I can probably get somebody fired.
You can recommend it, though.
I can recommend somebody getting fired, but I don't want to get them fired. But
of course not.
Like that.
Of course not.
But it's just on some shit like, bro, like, chill.
But maybe he just need to know that, though. Like, maybe he just need a reminder.
Sometimes it come to that, though. I always don't want it to come to that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dog, you got to show some type of level of respect to me. Like,
right.
I ain't even acting like your boss or nothing. I just asked you to do something you should do already.
Yeah, y'all ain't.
They ain't even on that level, but whatever. It always happens. These old heads, man.
I gotta nip that in the bud. I'm with you.
So, but another day. We'll see about it tomorrow.
You go home and work on them hands, dog.
I need a follow up next week.
It's been a minute. I was kind of feeling like I was a little irritated this morning too. I was feeling like, oh yeah, it's been a little minute since I had to put hands on somebody. This might be the day. You might have picked the right day to choose to do this shit with me.
Nah, bro, you 34 now. You might throw something out.
Nah, bro, I fold this little old ass.
I'm just saying.
It's one of them joints where I just know I can handle this one. It's one of them joints. If it was some big ass dude, I'm like, I ain't going to fucking around. But this old, I know I can fold his ass up. He just talks shit.
Yeah. But that's just, I wonder why people like that. It's like, don't you know what could happen?
That's what I be thinking,
You don't give a fuck about that?
That's why I ain't doing all the back and forth. Like, if we going to go do something, if you feel like you don't want to talk about it, I'm trying to talk to you about it. If you don't want to talk about it, okay, well, you want to go step outside. If you don't want to do that, then what we doing? Then what we doing right now?
I can't believe it.
I ain't about to be arguing, saying shit
I
on my
just want
breath
to know
to
what
you all
your
day.
face looked like when he threw the middle finger up in your face. Like,
But he did it on some old ass shit. He was fucking off, fucking motherfucker. Walked off one of them joints. So I'm like,
shit.
For real?
what's going on?
Did you just give me the finger to my face?
That's funny.
That's some old ass shit to do.
We probably throw that shit up like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, next week you got to fill us in on how that resolved itself.
That old nigga ain't trying to do nothing. Just talking shit.
Well, let's get to this football season.
Let's
then.
get it.
We've been waiting for it. We've been
We here.
excited for it for months now. We've finally made it. We're less than 7 days away.
Let's go.
From sitting down and having football from 1 o'clock till 1 o'clock almost. It's
Yep.
going to be marvelous.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing.
3 days away from the first game.
Yeah. Did we find out who was that again?
Bills,
Rams.
Rams, yeah.
Okay, Thursday
That's a
night
good
Bills
first
Rams.
game.
Hell
That's,
yeah.
that's a
That's a
fantastic
pretty good first
matchup.
game. Thursday nights usually don't be busting like that. I guess they figure since it's the first one, we gotta come with
Week
it.
1, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally the first game.
Well, I don't know how we want to even start it or get into it. If you want to, what do you want to talk about?
You want to go game by game here?
Oh, we about to make picks for next week.
We can.
Honestly, I think we should just what if we just picked who we thought would be the division winners
All right,
for
that's
the
cool.
season or whatever,
Oh.
and then after this week we'll have at least 1 week's worth of games to
that's fair. That's
view
fair.
and
Right.
kind of go from
That's
there.
fair.
So I real casually kept up with all the off-season stuff back when they were signing free agents, when trades were going crazy. Even the draft I didn't pay near as much attention to this year. So I'm doing the best I can, but there's a lot of guys I don't even know what teams they're on right now and stuff like that. I think Carl's going to
A few
have a
switch-ups.
solid advantage here on this, at least on me. How confident are you with off-season changes and what to expect
look,
and
for
stuff like that? Obviously,
main
we're
ones-
guessing on all of this.
The main ones, I would think. I think I know pretty much the main guys that's
Yeah.
a move. Nothing in depth.
Yeah.
I can make a
You
good
feel
solid
like
pick.
you know all rosters up and down, don't you?
No, not at
The
all.
whole 53-man roster for all
No,
teams.
not at all. But I mean, skill positions for the most part. Yeah,
Good enough?
I'm pretty.
Well, let's just kick it off with the AFC East. Whatever really you have to say about
start with the best.
the division in general. I do want to specifically, of course, pick the division winners, but
Yeah.
if you've got a team that you want to highlight or low light, whatever you want to call it, feel free.
I mean, the low light would be the Jets.
Of course.
Of course. I mean, they're going to finish bottom of the division. Zach Wilson, I think they say he might be able to come back week 1. But if I'm them, I keep him out for until he's 100%. They don't have any aspirations of competing for the playoffs this year at this point anyway. So why not just, don't want to rush them back and ruin them too fast. So, yeah, I mean, no surprise there that the Jets will be the worst team in the AFC East
Sound about right?
this year.
No argument here.
Agreed. I feel like the most intriguing thing is kind of Miami, New England. You may not like that very much because that's kind of just putting the Bills at the top, which I do think they will be. But I'm most curious to see where Miami and New England fall.
Miami's the second best team in that division this year. You talking about the team that swept?
Nah, I
New
was
England last year?
thinking about going the same way. I don't really feel like. What was y'all's record last year?
They won 10 games.
We won 10 games.
Did you?
10 and 7.
Yeah, something
Pretty
like
sure
that.
they won 10
Damn.
games.
Yeah, we made the playoffs.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do that too then. I was thinking y'all had a worse year than that last year.
No, we made
And I was
playoffs.
having a hard
No,
time seeing them doing that back to back. But no, I think the Dolphins are gonna beat 2.
I honestly expect a great year from Tua. I really think people are going to see similar things to what they saw from Tua when he was in Alabama. Just a guy who can let the. I mean, I know it's been a lot said about his arm strength and shit, but that's just not the truth. Tua can let the ball go, and that shit, he can sling the motherfucker. So I think you're gonna see a lot of that this year from him.
At this point, you got Waddle, you got Tariq Hill, you got Gaskin in the backfield. They got
Gaskin's not there no more.
Gaskins not there no more. Who they running back?
I think y'all picked Gaskins up.
Nah, I think Gaskins is still there.
Honestly, I don't know.
Pretty
sure. Gaskin is still there.
Maybe he got
and
cut.
they got Raheem Mostert
Ahmed
in the backfield.
Ahmed was
At
one
this
of
point,
the running backs. That was
If he
listed.
don't be good this year, then he just not good.
Gesicki is solid tight end.
Gesicki, he got mad firepower.
Yeah,
around
no, I
him.
agree with that.
Oh, he's still
good,
with Miami.
if he's not
I
good
agree
this
with you.
year, then he's just not good.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't get any more players to get this guy.
I think he is going to break out this season. I agree with you in general. I do think that's fair. Like, if he doesn't get it done this year, then there might be a problem. But I think he is going to break through this year. And I don't know, the not being able to throw the deep ball stuff, like, that obviously got extra pronounced over the offseason once they got Tyreek and that video went viral of him trying to throw deep or whatever. When I watched him play, I always felt like it just seemed like he was too tentative, was like his issue.
Right. Just
Like he's afraid to throw downfield.
Right.
Like, I just let me throw these
It's
5-yard
trusting it.
passes over and over and over.
Because it's not
And
just.
I think he breaks through that this
It's just,
year.
you got to throw it up there and know the guy on the other end is going to come down with it. And how many times could you say he had that kind of target on the outside in his career thus far? So I think it's going to be
still
different.
there?
No, we
No. They
okay.
went to the Pats.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to be good this year, though. I think they'll be like a mid-level team. I don't think they're going to be a
Much
Super
improved.
Bowl contender or anything.
9 games.
Yeah.
9 games.
I guess I'm going to have to give them 10 if I think that they're going to be better than New England. Like,
The
maybe
Pats,
more.
The Pats don't have a winning season this year.
You said we won't.
Will not.
Oh, okay.
I'm going 8-9.
What is your Patriot expectations?
We're going to win
go
the
on
division.
to the Patriots.
Fuck all this shit y'all
See,
talking
you
about.
go
We're
too
going to
far.
win the division.
You going too far. I mean,
We're going to win the division.
I assume you say that. I respect that.
We're going to split with the Bills. We're going to sweep Miami, and we're going to sweep the Jets and win the division. That's how this is going to play out.
I hate that you fell into this hole here.
No, we're here now.
What are your
Start off hot.
Mac Jones expectations going into this? Is year 2, right?
Year 2.
What are you looking to see from him this year? What do you think happens?
I think we'll see a step up in Mac Jones' play. He's dealing with a new playbook, so that's going to take a little second to get in that rhythm a little bit. But I think he's going to be more poised. I think he's going to get the ball down the field a little bit more. We got a couple more good receivers he can throw to. I think he's going to step up this year. He's going to step up a little bit more. See a little evolve.
Yeah.
He slimmed down, got a little stalky on him, got rid of that beer gut. He's looking fit. I think he's going to be ready. Mac gonna show up.
I don't have a lot to say. I assume in year 2, he looked good in year 1, did a lot of good things. I would expect him to continue to grow and look better this year. So
Yeah.
I don't know. My prediction
I have
for
no
Miami
issue.
being ahead is going to be tough. If I think if they had 10 wins last year, Mac Jones is going to be better. I don't know. That might be tough for Miami to be second
He has the
place in the
season we're
division.
supposed to have. We should finish with 12,
I think
with
he
12
might
wins.
I think he might look better, but I don't think that necessarily translates into wins. He might understand the game more, but I don't think that means that the team is going to be better overall. I still don't feel like they have outside targets. I think they got some questions defensively, especially rushing the passer, and inside linebacker and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just got
Fruit flies.
what happened.
Well, the fruit fly.
I got fruit flies in the fucking house. I'm back to battling with these bastards. I got vinegar and shit set up all over.
I haven't seen them.
There's
I haven't
one
tried.
that won't get out of our faces right now. Look,
I
right
see
here on
it.
the mic.
Yeah, I got you.
But anyway,
I got
continue. Sorry.
No, I can't. I don't know. I don't look at the Patriots and see, especially the offensive coordinator situation is so unique to me for a guy in his second year. And I get Mac Jones is a bright dude, but I still feel like a young quarterback needs like stability and not to say that the Patriots don't have that of all organizations, they do, but they don't have an offensive mind to guide that talent. So I feel like
It'll be fine.
that could be
And we've had
hindrance.
some months to adjust to McDaniels being gone. We'll be all right.
How many games do you see them winning if you got them winning the division?
I can see it getting 12.
12.
12.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You
I can
think
see it
that'll be
stepping
good
up a
enough
little bit.
to knock off Buffalo?
I think
Out
so.
of the division, I think it can.
I think,
Yeah.
the division winner wins 12 games. Shit, look, it's going to be a long year for you, brother. But I'm here for you.
It's
Should
going
you
to
need
be a long
anything-
year for everybody. It's just starting.
I'm just saying, should you need anything, I'm only a call away.
I'm just going to call you for that dub in 2 weeks.
All right.
Yes, I'm calling you.
I'm trying to tell you, you'll be distraught, my brother. After the
Be
first
distraught.
2 weeks.
I ain't going to be
you-
distraught if I lose $20.
No, just about what you see. What you see on your TV screen, you be like, I ain't never seen the Patriots play like this before. This is different from what I'm used to.
Yeah, I know.
But it's
You
gonna
want
be
us to be
okay.
bad so bad. We had that one down year. Then we come back in the playoffs last year, and now you want us to be down again. We're building it back up. Slowly but surely.
No doubt.
Don't worry.
No doubt.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Slowly.
Let's go
as
to
the
the
team
next division that's going to
Yeah,
take
yeah.
us a long time to get through.
I didn't go over the Bills though.
Go ahead.
Well,
You're
I
right.
think the Bills are going to be great.
No, we didn't.
I mean, the Bills are good. That's pretty much me going over the Bills. They're a good team.
I mean, they're going to
What else is there
be
to say?
like they're going to be like a top 3 or 4 Super Bowl favorite, right?
I think they
Going into
are
the
the
year.
favorites in the AFC.
Yeah. And you got to
So
assume
you're
the
not
AFC
hating
is
on
the
them no
winner.
more. He was really like down bad on them for a while.
I've never hated on
He didn't
them.
want to give Josh Allen his respect for that great year he had. You said the defense is nearly not that good and all this.
I think their defense is. I think they got two of the best. Like the safety tandem is probably the best in the NFL between Poyer and Micah Hyde. I like them overall. I think they're a tough team. I like Sean McDermott. He's a good coach. Josh Allen has shown that he's a weapon, not just a really solid quarterback back there, but he can just make plays. He's got some clutch in him as well too. So I think they're poised for a big year for sure. I mean, my only knock on Josh Allen was just that, I just. The obvious thing that he wasn't a great quarterback his first 3 years. That's all. That's the only thing. But now he is. So nothing to say now. Hey,
Yeah, I think they're going to win 13 games. They're going to be the top.
yeah,
AFC is going to be tough though all the way around. So
yeah. It's tough sledding in the AFC
definitely
this
tough
year.
in the
for
AFC.
sure.
We'll see how it goes.
So AFC North predictions. Obviously, we have talked a lot about Cleveland with all of our Deshaun Watson stuff. So I don't think we need to deep dive them a ton. But now that we know his suspension, let's start with them. What is your expectation for the Browns?
Since Deshaun is not playing until week 11, I think they'll finish at the bottom of the division.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's not really an argument to be made
Nah.
with him going over half the
I
season.
mean, it'll be a miracle if they do anything better than that. I think generous. Like it'll be generous to give them 7 games this year.
I was going to say 6 or 7, honestly.
I'll go 7
I
and
think
10
that's fair.
for them this year. That's what I think. I
You
think
think they're the bottom of the division then?
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay.
Easily. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a 2 to 3 game separation between the Browns and the next best team.
Gotcha.
Just wait till Deshaun play a full season, though.
I mean, it doesn't
Your
concern me.
prediction can stand when he's not on the field.
By the time Deshaun plays again, it's going to be like, oh, this dude he's literally hasn't played football in forever. He's washed. That's what I think it's going to
He's
look
gonna
like.
be
It will
washed.
be damn near 2 years by the time he gets back out there. It's just crazy, but
That's all I'm saying.
I don't mean to make that sound as though I agree with Carl.
Thank you for strengthening my point. That's,
I mean, he's taking
I
a practical
appreciate
thing.
it.
It's been a long time
It's
since he's
crazy
played.
how
Yeah.
long he's been
But he's
gone,
not
but-
going to be washed. That's just ridiculous.
I think so too.
I think the game is so much more mental than we give it credit for, though. Like you got to think about like the high level of confidence somebody has played at for so long, and to have that kind of even shaken a little bit with this kind of situation going on, it could be a big impact. I mean, of course, this is just me projecting shit that I don't know about. I don't know about
pretty
his
much.
fucking confidence and shit, but I know like just the
confidence could be at an
regular
all-time
person,
high.
the regular person though, like shit like this can alter who you are or who you thought you
Trying
were.
to call Deshaun regular?
I'm just saying the normal person, dog. A general statement.
Just saying.
Certainly, possibly
wrong.
could cause a problem. I don't think
could.
it will, but
Somebody
it
saying he'll
certainly
come back
could.
week 12 and throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. I'm not expecting that. He got to get into the motion a little bit. It'll take a couple games to get in rhythm. But once he gets in rhythm again, he'll be back to where he was, playing that elite level.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. What about the Bengals?
The Bengals. What's Joe Burrow's injury thing looking like? What's going on with him?
I don't think he should be good for week 1.
I believe he's going to be back week 1.
He should be fine for week 1, no problems.
I mean, he was sitting out. He was a little nicked up. He still wasn't all the way healthy yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of just, like, without any real reason at all, just say that they have a bad year this year.
You think about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, just the Super Bowl curse kind of thing. Even last year, like, obviously we know that. Yeah, we know that they have talented players and stuff, but like their run was unexpected last year.
Yeah, and
it wasn't like they were the best team in the league all year and had this crazy run.
Not even close.
It was like they down to the last 4 or 5 games of the season they had to win to be able to get into the playoffs. So
they won 10 games last year. Like they were good, but they won 10 games. They got swept by the Browns last year, and they also got creamed by the fucking Jets that we forget about last year as well too, with the healthy Joe Burrow on the field. And I think it was Michael White, the Jets quarterback, who threw like 3 touchdowns on him or something crazy.
Like that.
So I do say all the. I do think that I don't think they're going to be a bad team this year.
No, I think they win like 10 games.
I'm putting them around the 10 game mark.
But like second in the division, trying to get into the playoffs.
Their roster is good. I think they got a lot of good. Trey Hendrickson is a fantastic edge rusher. They got another guy on the other side that's pretty good too. I like their safety tandem that they got back there. I really like their linebackers. Of course, they got probably the best triplets as far as wide receivers in the NFL. And
Mixon's nice too.
And Mixon is a really good running back. And they made significant improvements on their offensive line this year.
Right.
Bringing in Lel Collins on the right side, right tackle. They got another free agent guard as well too. That was like highly sought after. So they made some improvements on the offensive line. So I mean, we should expect for them to like at least appear better throughout the season. But I don't think that they win more games than they did a year ago. But we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're second in the division.
I can see the Bengals finishing. I can see them winning y'all's division.
I mean,
or at
I
least
don't think
being in the top 2
of the like.
No, me neither.
Oh, at least being in the top 2, I can see them winning y'all's division.
I will tell you this: that there hasn't been
just the fact that team is still all together. They only will get better with each other
for sure. But there hasn't been a back-to-back division winner in the AFC North in like the past 10 or 15 years. So
okay,
that makes sense.
It's been traded. It's Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Steelers, Ravens, Bengals type shit. The only team that's never won one, of course, it would be the Browns.
Right.
So
understood.
I think the Ravens are going to get it this year.
Top 1 or 2. I think that's what you going to that next?
Yeah, whichever.
I think Lamar, and then will win your division if he stays healthy all year.
Yeah, I mean that's who they're going to win the most games out of the division. I think they win 12 games this year. So that's going to make them the division winners, of course. I don't want to say they're going to be the best team in the division because I think the Steelers going to sweep them. But
they're going.
You're not going to give them the best team. They win y'all's division because you saying y'all going to sweep them.
Well, I think the Steelers, the Ravens haven't beaten the Steelers since 2018.
That's
just to let you know that. Like Lamar Jackson has literally never beaten the Steelers in his career.
Bum.
But you know, he's dominated every other team in the NFL. So I think you'll see that. I think they'll win 12 games.
Yeah.
They'll probably finish 12-5. I think Lamar is going to have an electric season. I think Rashad Bateman is going to be a good player for him this year as well. I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to imagine that, you know, the Ravens aren't the best team right now. Given what they went through last season, they were still competing.
Right, with all those injuries.
Right, until pretty much
like I said, everybody stay healthy.
Right, until Lamar Jackson went out and then it was over. So, yeah, I think, you know, they'll finish the year at the top of the division, but it'll be close all the way down. I think the AFC North possibly could have 3 playoff teams.
Yeah, I do too.
So,
Steelers. What is your expectation for the Steelers for real?
no less than 10 games. the Steelers should win. I think TJ Watt alone gets you 3 games. Mike Tomlin alone gets you 4 games in the season, and we'll find a way to win the other 3. Just some way somehow. But honestly, I think Mitchell Trubisky is going to have a fantastic year. I think the floor for him would be 4,200 passing yards and 34 touchdowns.
That's the worst that he could do.
4,200 passing yards and 34 touchdowns. So that's
the worst.
That's the floor for Mitchell Trubisky this year.
Oh, what?
Wait, you got Madden?
That's the floor.
You got Madden this weekend?
So you saying like he's not gonna do nothing less than that?
No, that's the least he
That's
can
where
give
he's
you.
gonna be at, is 34 touchdowns and 4,200 yards. A guy who hasn't played in a year or whatever, how long
He's been on the bench. He's been in practice. He's played on the NFL roster and stuff like that. Like,
I ain't doing that. He ain't played in the game in the whole season.
No, he played last year in Buffalo. He got some snaps.
He got a couple snaps in the game.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is though, I think. I think people really are underrating the
He's
Steelers.
never put up those yards ever.
Yeah, he's never had this cast around him either. Like
but you're asking for an extra 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I get that, but
I'm kind of glad y'all got Mitch and got to play with him this year, because you've been on Mitch for a while. Like, he's supposed to be like that. He ain't never really been like that.
I've always been a fan of his game, but I feel like he's just was used improperly. And then again, look at the cast that he has around him. Again, we just talked
totally
about
different for sure.
I mean, he only had Allen Robinson and no running game when he was in. He has Najee.
Mooney.
Yeah,
come on, bro. Come on.
I thought she was for real.
I was like, he didn't have any weapons there to throw the ball to.
He had Tariq Cohen.
His tight end was fucking Burton.
Burton, yeah.
He has fucking Pat Fryermuth now. Like, the Fryermuth, I know it's only a second-year guy.
Commit want the tight end?
I don't think I think
yet.
Burton was the main one.
A while ago, yeah.
Hey, I hope Fryermuth goes crazy this year. So
That dude's he's a red zone monster.
I think he's going to be a big target this year.
Again, you got a big 3 that is similar to what you have in Cincinnati, honestly, especially if George Pickens comes on like I expect him to. You got a guy like Chase Claypool, who's this freakish athlete, and Deontay Johnson, who nobody in the NFL can cover one-on-one. So I don't think he has to. I think it's going to be an easy job for a quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year, sans the offensive line, because they're going to stink. They're not going to be great.
That's a tough piece.
Get the ball out quick to these guys in space.
Oh, your whole line still suck.
They're not going
to be regular Mitch.
Got worse.
They're not going to be good.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know. We didn't get worse on the offensive line.
I thought that's what I had heard.
All
I think it's
all them
better.
pieces, offensive pieces, does not matter if he can't hold the ball for longer than 3 seconds.
The Bengals made it to the Super Bowl last year with a bad offensive line. And I'm not necessarily.
Their receiving core is a lot better than y'all's.
But you know that's not usually right.
No, right.
You're right.
But if you have the weapons where you can get the ball out fast,
if you have that good of a quarterback,
you can scheme.
You gotta get Joe Burrow a little bit of credit too. He can move out the pocket a little bit and make plays.
Mitch can move out the pocket and make plays, bro. That's what he does.
I trust him more out there.
He can break tackles. Like, people forget, this is a big, strong dude. Like, he can break tackles of NFL defensive linemen and scramble and legit run.
Yeah, we've seen Tebow before. We get it.
But he got an arm, bro. Mitch,
we've seen all that.
So
y'all definitely seen it.
I'm just saying, look, I know it's preseason, but Mitchell Trubisky completed 72% of his passes this preseason and didn't throw an interception. Not even close
really
to
throwing
one.
in preseason stats right now.
I'm just saying,
throwing that in the mix.
He looked fantastic in the preseason.
Texans are 3-0.
Yeah, we're really throwing that in the mix right now.
I am.
Preseason stats.
I am. I mean, because that's what we have to go off of.
So you said 10 to 12 wins is what you're looking at.
I think the floor is 10.
Okay.
I
think that's within
If TJ
reason.
Watt goes out,
reason.
then it's going to be 7. Right then and there, we lose 3 games if TJ Watt is not on the field.
Yeah.
And it's other players as well that may pay into a factor. But again, I think the quarterback position is going to be easy for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. Just get the ball to the playmakers. That's your
Quarterback
job.
position is never easy when you ain't got no line. It's never that.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I mean, there's some guys up there.
Certainly has a lot of weapons.
They gonna have to do something. We'll see.
Where we at? Moving down.
AFC
South.
South. Is that the Colts?
Yep. Houston,
Yeah,
Tennessee,
Houston.
Jacksonville. I hate this division.
Me too, son. I think the Colts win the division. I expect them to be one of the better teams this year.
Well, Matty Ice? Think Matty
Yeah.
Ice gonna hold it down?
Yeah, I think he still is solid enough. I trust their defense to play solid, and you got Jonathan Taylor. It just makes the job really easy.
That's true.
Right.
Pittman obviously is a solid receiver. I don't know what else they have at receiver.
They drafted a
But
guy,
I think he'll be fine.
Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati.
Okay.
He's a good, like,
I remember hearing about him in
50-50
the
ball
draft. Didn't
catcher,
they say he was like
deep
similar
speed.
to Pittman?
I guess they got similar profiles. I think he has maybe a little bit more deep speed than Pittman does.
Okay.
But Pittman's, I think he's a good player though. I think they just need to find
Pittman
more
like that.
ways
I
to
think
get
he's
him
nice.
the ball and stuff. So
I wanted to get him to draft somebody. Scooped him up before I got
Same.
him. I wanted his ass.
Same. But Taylor, though, I mean, Taylor is the biggest piece for
Facts.
me.
Facts.
yeah, I mean they got a good offensive line. So
At the end of the day, the division gonna come down to the Colts and Tennessee.
Right.
Of course. I think it's hard to say what Tennessee gonna do to me. They still got Derrick Henry. No receivers. Their best receiver is gonna be Robert Woods. Is Robert Woods with them?
Yeah.
I think it's Robert Woods. yeah.
Traylon Burks, I know that's the rookie, but
Robert
he could have a great
Woods.
year.
He was a first-round pick, right?
Yeah, that's the dude that they swapped out.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah,
you know,
I think they'll be solid. I think they'll be the clear two in
Yeah.
the division, but I don't know. They're
I
not a
don't
team I
trust their
respected
defense,
last
man.
year. I didn't respect them last year while they were winning every game.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's hard for me to say that they got rid of big pieces that I know, and I'm going to give them more props than I did.
Yeah,
before.
I don't trust
hard
their
to call
defense. They lost Harold Landry just recently to an ACL tear. He was clearly their best pass rusher. Yeah, they got Bud Dupree. He's a good player, but I don't think they could have afforded that loss. And I can't really think of many other stuff like Justin Simmons. He's a great player on the defensive line as well, but they don't have guys like that anymore on the back end. I think Kevin Byers probably a little bit older. So I don't think he's going to be an impact. I think they can finish third in the division, man.
it's tough having
this
two
year.
of the best.
I'm putting Tennessee third.
That's kind of crazy.
Having what?
Having two of the best running backs in the league in the same division.
That is weird.
Tennessee and Colts.
Is this where you're going to give us your Jags pitch?
Jags are coming on.
All right. Go ahead.
The Jags are coming
Pitch
on.
us the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sell me.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a fantastic year.
It's starting the preseason off right, 0-4.
I mean, that's fine by me. But I think
You hold so much to the
Doug
preseason.
Peterson is going to put these guys in position to win. I think,
They do got Doug Peterson, don't they?
yeah, he's the coach, and I think
Has he been there or did he just get there?
he just got there.
He's got there.
You know, they had old boy last year, Urban.
Oh, yeah, that's
last
right.
year. So
Boy, Irvin.
I think
Swerving Irvin.
Trevor Lawrence is going to be playing from a place of confidence. I think he is going to probably be dialed in to Doug Peters is going to be dialed into doing things that he's comfortable with as far as like from a confidence standpoint and stuff like that. And I think he can make every throw on the field. I think Travis Etienne is going to have a good year as well, as long as he can stay healthy. I mean, they probably could use some work as far as their outside targets go, but I think they're really going to lean on Christian Kirk a lot. They paid him and they're going to use him in a lot of different.
They ain't got DJ Shark no more. Yeah. It's like,
What happened?
Christian Kirk signing. I'm just not
Talking about
impressed.
Jack-
I mean, he
Trevor
doesn't necessarily
Lawrence
move the needle like that, but
he got speed.
he got speed, and I think, like I said, I think they're going to use him in a variety of different ways to like warrant that tag that they gave him. So I just think they're going to be much improved and also on the defensive side. I think they got two pretty good pass rushers. I know they have the number 1 overall pick, but Josh Allen is a real deal pass rusher on the other side too. They got some good guys in the middle. They got some good linebackers as well. So
Jacksonville going to be at the bottom of this division.
Yeah, I'm assuming 4 wins.
All that shit you talking about Trevor Lawrence, he ain't fucking with Davis Mills and his weapons. They gonna get Jacksonville the fuck up out of here. Davis Mills is an underrated QB out here, and he gonna ball when he plays Jacksonville.
what
Probably
does
sweep
Davis
them.
Mills got though?
They got Brandon Cooks,
I mean, Cooks is a good player.
Philip Lindsay.
Philip Lindsay
Duke
got
Johnson,
cut.
Mark Ingram,
Just now.
Rex Burkhead. Shout out my boy Rex.
But look who you talking
Got some
about.
pieces, bro.
Well, first of all, the starting running back
Yeah.
for them is going to be Damian Pierce. And that dude is going to be good. Yeah, I like him. But other than that, I do like Davis Mills. I think he could play. Other than that, I don't think their weapons are anything to...
You speaking all highly about Christian Kirk?
Yeah, I'm not sold on the Texans'
I
weapons.
take Brandon
but
Cooks over Christian Kirk all day long.
I mean,
Yeah, me too, me too.
I don't disagree with that.
think they
But what I'm
both
saying is,
suck.
I think he's just going to be a focal point of the. I think they're going to find ways and situations to put. I think he's a talented player, but he just hasn't been. He wasn't a focal point in Arizona or anything. They're going to make sure that he gets the ball. You're going to see that a lot. That's all I'm saying.
I see Texans getting them out of there to get that third spot.
Maybe like I said, they don't have Trevor Lawrence. We got to remember what Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be coming out of the draft and stuff.
Yeah,
and I get that everybody doesn't
realize
live up
where
to
he was going. It's like, oh, they're gonna be ass for the next 4 years.
But bro, I'm just saying though, this is still a situation where this guy has literally every physical attribute and is like the intangible shit as well too that you could want in your quarterback. Like that's what you got to remember about Trevor Lawrence. Like
they say the same shit about your boy Zach Wilson. Say he's supposed to been like that a little bit.
Jack Wilson has an
went
arm
to the
talent.
Jets.
I'm talking about every physical attribute. 6'4", fucking 225 pounds, can throw the ball 70 yards, is accurate, is fast. What knock do you have for Trevor Lawrence besides the fact that he had a fucking dipshit as his coach his first year? That's the only thing that you could say that, yeah. But I mean, it's been quarterbacks that we've seen that had success with the Jaguars in our time.
Yeah, when they had one of the best defenses in the league or shit like that going on, but not just off the mirror just because they had their quarterback.
Would y'all want to set a wager on this?
Wager on what?
Over
not
under
that confident.
over under wins?
I'm not betting on the Texans and the Jags. I'm not starting the year off like that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not starting the year
How
off
many
that.
wins do you think the Jags win?
8 games.
8 games?
8 games.
You sure you don't want to do one?
8.
8 games.
Over under 6.5?
I'll take a bet on under 8 games. I'll take a bet. You want to do a bet on under 8 games?
No, we're not gonna make the line at 8 games.
That's
You
6.5.
said they gonna win 8 games.
6.5, so they only got to
6.5.
win 7.
I would take that.
Let me in on that.
I'm in on that too.
25?
25.
25, shook on it.
What is 6.5? Is that what we're doing?
No, you late, bro. I'm on it.
But I was in on it first. You just straight up jacked the bet.
Hey, I'm the one that said would you want to put a wager on
You
it.
did.
But you said I'm not betting on the Jags.
But then he
I'm
said
not- I'm
8
just saying.
games.
I'm not losing twice.
Like,
in that,
that's
though.
why I'm in.
Yo.
I'll take
Fucking 8 games.
6.5. I think that's
But
fair.
there will be much improved,
Fucking
dog.
8 games. Yeah,
Hell
fucking
yeah.
right.
Let's go. Let's go. Got one on the books.
Gotta happen sometime.
Craziness.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the, I think,
Trevor Lawrence should be in the MVP ranking this year if they win 8 games. He got to be going crazy down that joint. To get 8
You're gonna
games.
see a
5
significant
touchdowns.
leap, dog. I'm talking about 30 touchdowns. 30 touchdowns.
AFC South. I think the AFC West. I'm sorry.
That's supposed to
I
be
think the
the
AFC
toughest
West is going to
division
be
in
the
the league
best
right now, to
division
me.
by far.
That's facts.
They won't have the highest record probably because they're all going to beat up on each other.
Yep.
But that's the best division. It doesn't seem even close.
That's tough. I wouldn't know how to do it.
How do you
with all
want to
that.
start it? You want to go 4-1 or 1-4?
We'll start at the bottom. Who can finish at the bottom?
Sure.
I mean, this should be evident.
At the bottom. It was
No.
evident.
Who's gonna finish at the bottom?
Who's going to
My
finish
pick
at
is
the bottom?
Denver.
Denver. Thank you.
All right, cool.
This motherfucker's smart.
Cool.
That's crazy. I wasn't even looking at Denver. I was looking at the Raiders and the Chargers. Like, who I'm going to pick? I just wanted to say Chargers so bad. But Denver, it might be Denver. But I don't know, though.
Right. The
Denver
division
got a
is
squad.
crazy. Son. The
Denver
division
got a
is
little
crazy.
squad on them. They got some backs. They got some receivers. They got Russell Wilson. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the receivers are decent. They're not
For
great
who?
for Denver. They got Cortland Sutton and
Sutton and Judy are pretty
and
nice.
Judy's good. You
But
should
no, I
see
mean,
it.
that's a good two
That's
tandem
like
right
a
there.
second tier.
It's not fantastic. It's gonna be pretty good. I think Javonte
compared to
Williams
the
is
other
a
guys
beast.
in the division, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. But that's what we're doing. That's
I mean,
exactly what we're doing right now.
But I
So-
feel like just putting Russell in that mix, stir shit up a little bit.
For sure. I don't
he
think
just
there'll
signed
be
a
a bad
big-ass
4.
deal.
I don't think there'll be a bad 4 at all.
They could win
But I
8
think
games.
they win the 4th.
They could win 9 games and be the 4th team in that division.
Crazy.
That's true.
Son.
Well, yeah, put it that way. Yeah, it's got to be different.
Crazy.
It's got to be
Son.
different because that could happen for sure.
All right. Well, let's get the debates going on 3.
I'm putting Chargers there.
I know you're not.
I'm putting Chargers there.
Definitely not.
I'm not either. Who you got there?
It's gonna sound crazy.
Oh, he's going.
Oh, he going there. He going there.
You're going
He's
KC.
going there.
I might have to go KC 3.
All right. I'm going Vegas.
I might have to go KC 3.
I get it.
Right here.
I get it.
Just looking at like trajectory and like the
That fast though?
well,
I
I mean,
was just goading this man like a year and a half ago.
but what does that mean though? Like they could win 11 games
What you mean? What that mean?
and be 3. That's all
he
I'm
was
saying.
goaded off 2 seasons,
He's
and
still-
now he not going to win the division. He gonna
Bro,
be third
just
in the
because
division.
you don't have to win your
Third
division
in the
every year to be
division?
a Hall of Fame player.
Third in the
That's
division,
not how
though?
it works.
Going from dominating the division to being third.
Your division got significantly better. And I think, personally, that the Raiders are going to be better defensively, slightly better defensively than Kansas City will be this year.
Who's that coach?
Daniels.
Is it
Come on, the Raiders.
head coach?
Josh McDaniels.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I like their weapons a lot, man. I love Hunter Renfrow. I think he doesn't get enough credit. Darren
gets some
Waller
credit,
is
man.
who he is, of course.
I feel like every time we hear about him, people talk about him like that. It's like I think he should be getting the credit now.
I think he
Because
might
everybody
be
brings to that
close.
conversation being funny. Like Hunter Renfrow, like no, y'all know he like that now.
Yeah, I think
After last season, y'all know he like that.
I think at this point there has been a turn on him.
Yeah,
as
he's a
far
good
as like
player.
he's
He
respected.
ain't really like no sleeper no more like he was before last season.
It's just anytime you look the way he does, you're always a sleeper to be
Yeah.
a stud football
Oh, for
player.
sure.
It's the
For sure.
what's his name?
Caruso.
Caruso shit. It's the Caruso shit.
Yeah, the Caruso
This motherfucker come on
balding
dunking on
at
everybody's
27.
head. Nobody expect that shit.
Nah, you're a goofy looking white dude that's balding at 27. You're not going to be thought of as a
Right.
athlete.
But the
Judge a book by
addition
its
of
cover.
Devontae Adams there, that's
Devontae.
gonna make a change. But I think it's gonna be close. I could flip flop Kansas City and Vegas. That's not set in stone.
Same.
Just looking at it now, that's kind of how I see it.
Sound like y'all about to lean somewhere that's wild to me.
Yeah, we are.
Is y'all about to lean
are one.
Chargers to win in the division?
Yeah, Chargers are one.
Bro,
Their team overall is
They're way too good.
It's too good.
They got a lot of pieces.
They,
Let me tell
But they had a lot of pieces
They
last
already
year
had
and didn't make the playoffs.
They already had the offensive pieces though, and then Herbert had his breakthrough season last year. I expect that he'll be even better this year.
Yeah.
Then they added Mac and Jackson.
They did.
Like they took
Oh,
they,
yeah,
they
Bosa.
didn't just add in 2 good defensive pieces. Like they're like top 5.
of their positions, top 3.
Yeah, I think that's the difference maker. I am riding with the Chargers as the division winner and spoiler alert.
And-
That's gonna be my Super Bowl pick.
Who
Wow.
had
Wow.
Yeah,
the NFL Top 100 came out.
yeah.
Guess how many players the Chargers had on the NFL Top 100?
They had a lot.
9.
It was 7. But that was by far the most
Right.
in the NFL. Like, I think the next best team had 4.
Was that counting Mac and Jackson?
Yeah, the new additions,
Okay.
I believe it was
Okay.
counting them. But, yeah, I mean, I think the thing, and it might hold him back again this year, but hopefully he learned his lesson. The thing that held him back last year was the head coach.
Yeah,
He made
he
so many
lost multiple
boneheaded
games.
decisions
Yeah.
on 4th and 2, and where they had games in hand, and should they have just kicked the field goal or punted the ball, they would have won these games. This happened several times throughout the season. They would have been in the playoffs easily. The Steelers didn't belong in the playoffs at all last year.
Yeah.
Remember, it should have been the Chargers spot.
I think that
They
coach is going to
fumbled
be a
that shit away.
monster. I still
glad you said
believe
that,
he's
though.
going to be a monster.
Yeah, mark that.
Steelers didn't deserve it.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that.
Soundbite though.
No, I mean, seriously, I said that last year, though. I said that last year.
I do think you were saying that. I do think you were saying
Nobody needed to see the Steelers in the playoffs last year.
No,
We
you
knew what was
definitely
going to
said
happen.
At all. We don't need to ever see him in the playoffs for real.
Stop it, bro. Stop it.
So who you
But-
got winning the division then?
He got Kansas City with it as much as he don't like Mahomes.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I got the Raiders winning the division.
For real?
I got Kansas City finishing second and the Raiders winning the division.
Honestly, look, any team wins the division, I won't be shocked. The Broncos would be the most surprising,
They
but I
got
won't
the
be shocked
magician
by anybody.
McDaniels coaching. They about to do all types of wild shit to get Devontae the ball. Waller out there. Josh Jacobs in the back. If Carr just plays decent, they're going to be all right.
And I think he's solid.
So it's like...
I mean, Derek Carr is really a fantastic quarterback, but I'm pretty sure I read a stat that said that Justin Herbert has the most yards and touchdowns in NFL history within his first 2 seasons.
Heard that. Still ain't seen the playoffs. Shit is nuts.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you that
shit is nuts.
I think he's gonna win an MVP this year.
I do too.
That's my MVP pick.
Y'all how?
Yeah, same.
It's just another one of those guys. Though I know what I just said about Trevor Lawrence. You could say all that same thing about Justin Herbert, but he's better. Like he's bigger, stronger, faster type thing. Like he has every attribute that you could ask for a quarterback. Plus some.
Nice.
Like this dude is like 6'6" on some crazy shit, you know, and like 245 pounds.
Sunshine.
I think sky's the limit for the Chargers. It's got Brandon Staley, dog. You just gotta play the game the right way, and you guys are gonna win a fuck ton of football games. You don't have to force it on 4th down anymore. You just don't have to. You got the talent to win a game in 60 minutes. You don't just have to narrow it down to these situational moments.
You gotta close games.
That's definitely do.
So if they don't make the playoffs this year, are we gonna have a different conversation at the end of the season?
It depends on how the season goes.
Just like we was talking about Tua gonna have, and you got all these pieces. They built up that defense. They got all these big name players. If they don't make the playoffs this year, can we start looking at Herbert a different way there?
No, because I don't think anything was to his fault last year. It wasn't his fault that they didn't make the playoffs last year.
Oh, you don't get no fault. I got it.
I mean, I get what you might be saying, like, oh, well, he should have been the one converting these 4th downs if he's so great. But no, man, it's just the way you play football. Like, you just, I mean, I don't know.
Well, there's a difference. There's a different argument that, like, I understand what you're saying in general.
Right.
But, like, it kind of goes back to what we were saying. If I make that comparison, it's not going to go well. Hold on one second. There's just a difference when you've produced what he's produced on the field.
Yeah, he's nasty
compared to the Tua situation.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Tua hasn't produced on the field, not to the level that you would expect from his high draft status and his name that he had coming into the league and stuff.
Yeah.
So like having the conversation about if they don't make the playoffs this year, you're 3 years in, still haven't made the playoffs. I think there still has to be a massively different discussion just based off of their actual production in the league.
Right.
I don't think it's the same thing. So no, I don't think the conversation in that regard should change at all.
Maybe
but it would be a
comparison.
super disappointing season for the Chargers.
Yeah, facts.
100%.
Maybe a better comparison would be like how you talk about Deshaun and how he didn't win a lot of games, but his stats was always up there in that top 5 range for a few seasons, and he's never had as many fucking players as Herbert has had with him since he's been in the league. So it's like, if you got all this now and you still don't make the playoffs, there's got to be another conversation to be had. Like, you getting all these stats, you going crazy, but you can't get 10 wins. You can't get, you know what I'm saying? You can't, like, what we doing?
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's fair.
It's coaching. It's a lot of that is coaching, but that's not true. Deshaun Watson played with a great roster.
He had D-Hop.
Brandon. He had Brandon Cooks. He had D-Hop. He had what's that other guy's name that was super fast? But he Will Fuller. He had what's the running back's name that was really
Johnson,
fucking good?
David Johnson.
He played with fucking J.J. Watt, a defensive player of the year, a Hall of Fame caliber player. So he's had it.
This is like scattered. It wasn't like a all at the same time type. It was a scattered situation.
No, this was
injuries
all at the same time. Tyrann Mathieu was on that roster at the same time. Just to let you know, it's not about Deshaun though.
But back to the point.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I think when he readdressed his point, I think that's a fair thing to say. That if he puts up another big year statistically this season, and they don't make the playoffs with all the team that they have, then I think the discussion should change on him as far as like he shouldn't be in those discussions for top 5 quarterback or best quarterback in the league if you've had 3 statistically good seasons without any playoffs.
Right.
I mean,
Which I think does put you in what was the Deshaun Watson category at his time, where it's like you statistically have talent, clearly. But your team is not winning after 3-4 seasons. It's like you should be in the second tier of quarterbacks.
Yeah, it just really depends on how it all unfolds. If if it's some situations down the stretch where he's the reason, like he's throwing picks or something like that, or these crucial moments, then yeah, of course we could talk about that. But
if he wins MVP, they'll be in the playoffs.
Right.
He's not going to have an MVP season and then miss it.
Right.
So I mean that'll decide everything.
We'll see.
That part of the prediction is
I'm really high on him though, man. It's hard for you to find a guy who's been this good this early on in his career in NFL history. It's really amazing to watch. That's all I'm saying about him.
No argument here on that part.
You got it. Going to the NFC.
The NFC East.
You know what time it is.
Always my
NFC
least favorite division to talk about.
You never fucking know.
I think the Eagles are going to win the division.
Who won it last year?
And I think the Eagles are going to be
Eagles won it last year,
my
right?
surprise Super Bowl pick.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going Chargers, Eagles.
Eagles and Chargers.
Yeah.
That's nuts, so.
That's where we're at.
Why?
You put that bet in?
No. I'm not. Look, if I pick the Super Bowl matchup today,
some great odds on that one.
I might put it in. Yeah, I might put it in for something crazy. I don't know. It's a long shot.
What's your reason? I got to know, like, why do you think the Eagles make the Super Bowl this year?
They got some dogs.
I believe Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I'm not on the train that's unimpressed with him.
I think he is too.
And they added AJ Brown. I just think it's a dark horse. I don't have any super confidence.
They literally only won games last year because of Jalen Hurts. That's the only reason they won games was because of him. To me,
didn't they pick
he was
up a couple of defenders too?
willing them to those wins that they got. I know it's a few of them, but he was willing them to those games. Team on his back type shit. Now you got a few more pieces. I think they improved the line a little bit.
I think they're the best team in that division, and I'm not sure if it's really close. I do like Devontae Smith. I like AJ Brown, of course. I think they got some questions of running back still. We'll see how that goes.
Miles Sanders. He was hanging out there in the fantasy for a minute when nobody touching him.
Miles Sanders doesn't move the needle.
He said before the season, "Don't draft me."
That's what he said?
He did, yeah. Like, he's the guy that...
But they have his fucking projections so high.
He has breakout games, and then he has games where he doesn't produce at all. Yeah. And then he'll have a breakout game, and then they won't even use him. Like, he gets Eagles kind of lose running backs in the shuffle, I feel like.
All the time.
He's not a guy that I'm overly impressed with. But didn't they add some defenders, too? Like, I don't think... Legitimate pieces. Didn't they added Bradbury, right?
I think they did sign him this offseason. But and then of course Darius Slay is the other corner that they have. He's a good player. They got Jordan Davis in the draft this year, which is he's a freakish type athlete, dude.
What position is this?
The defensive line. That's the defensive lineman who ran like the fucking 4'8" or some shit, 4'7", 40, and he's like a 350-pound man.
Nuts.
He's dude is freakish.
That's good.
So yeah, they got him, and they picked up was it Nico Dean, or I forgot what. I think that's his name. He's another Georgia player that they drafted this year in the second round as well too. So they should be better defensively this year. I think, like I said, their roster is by far the best, top to bottom, I think, in the NFC East.
The NFC as a whole is just so watered down this year.
It is.
There's not any team that I think is like a standout, clear Super Bowl favorite. So I felt like, why not go with a dark horse?
Go with Philly.
Yeah.
The last three is kind of a toss up, man. How I feel about Wentz with the Commanders. I think that's gonna play out.
Probably put them at third.
McLaurin.
I think we had a lot of talks about him last year as like his time was coming to an end. I think he's better than he gets credit for, or he gets more criticism than he deserves.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't think he's great. But I mean, coming off of what they had before, like I think he's an upgrade.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're a very good team. I think Dallas finishes second, and Giants probably fourth.
Giants definitely fourth. I don't think the Giants win 4 games this year. I think they're going to struggle to win 4 games.
What is the difference this year? Or is there a difference this year that makes you so down on them, or just in general?
Do we know who's actually going to play quarterback for them this year? I mean, I haven't seen
Danny Dimes in.
I don't know. They don't seem to be very sure about him.
Who else do they have?
I don't think they don't really have anybody else.
I didn't even know that was a question.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is like the year for him, I guess, to make something happen.
But they're gonna start Matt Glennon.
I just don't. I don't trust anything.
No,
I don't trust
Danny
anything
Dimes.
the Giants
That's
are doing on any side of the ball, or at any point in time. So.
It's a good enough reason.
Yeah, they're not good. The Giants have shown you year after year that regardless of what they do, who they bring in, they just continue to fail.
Yeah.
So Saquon might have a good year this year.
Think so.
I think he might get hurt again, but I think he'll start off strong.
Yeah, of course you always had it in your brain. But you gotta
injury.
remember when was it that first season, the first 2 seasons?
It's just
He was
really
considered like one of the top 5 backs in the league.
Yeah, no, he was. He was definitely
out the gate. So if he stays healthy, I think he can get back to that tier.
he's played 1 full season in his NFL career, though.
Right.
That's it.
That was the first year.
That
right?
was the year that he was
That's the year I
considered top
lost the
5.
fucking bet to you because I was banking on him not being able to stay healthy,
bad
that's
bet.
the only year he's ever stayed healthy. Was that time I fucking
got
bet
his
you.
1,000 yards.
Yeah.
What a
1,200. The bet was 1,200 yards.
What a
Specifically.
beast.
Yeah, never did it again. By the way, if you didn't know,
No.
hasn't happened
I knew.
again.
I
Yeah,
He's had lingering injuries, but
yeah.
moving on, I guess.
Yeah, I don't have anything else on them.
NFC North.
So the NFC North is one of these things that I feel like on paper Minnesota should be the winner, but I would never pick them. I'm going to take Green Bay. I'm going to take Green Bay just because it is what it is, but I do think Minnesota on paper seems like it should be a good team.
I mean, the only thing about Minnesota again, man, is just that I don't care how long he's been in the league and what the stats say at the end of the year. You could never ever trust Kirk Cousins in situational football.
No.
He's just really, really bad at it. It's just one of the things it's legitimately, he's terrible at like 2-minute drills and shit like that. He's just he's not the guy you want.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like, in these high pressure situations, that's what it comes down to. So of course I would take Green Bay out of this division. I think the Bears are going to borderline stink. I don't think they're going to be good.
Agreed.
I think probably 7 games for them maximum.
You got
Or
Detroit
something like that.
being better than them?
I think they'll be around there. I don't think they're going to be good though. Detroit's going to be bad. I'm 6 or 7 wins maximum for them as well.
I think they'd be elated with that.
Yeah, I mean that's improvement. So
Any
My
difference?
bad, I
there?
lost. I got fucking man trying to text me.
It's all good. Not a whole lot going on here. NFC North, any real strong opinion on anything?
Not really.
It's
I think Justin Fields might have a better year this year with the Bears. I think he'll step up a little bit, but I don't think they'll do nothing crazy. Green Bay should win the division,
He's got
but
no weapons.
they don't have Devontae no more.
Who the fuck does he throw
I mean,
to? I know it's Rodgers,
in the
but
background. They got what was it? Alan
Lazard.
Lazard.
And they drafted Christian Watson. They also drafted.
Still got Valdez Scantling.
No,
I think
he's
he went
with
to the Chiefs,
the
didn't he?
Chiefs.
Yeah.
They drafted another guy as well too. Romeo
I
Doubs.
mean, he don't feel that confident in them guys. He's talked about it. I think that was a few weeks ago.
I think he
saying
just
these rookies need to step
tried
up.
to call him out before the season starts to try to get him. But I mean, that's what the veteran quarterback's there for. He makes those guys great. I'm not. You know me. I don't think you need a top 10 pick at the wide receiver position to have a dominant group or a dominant player. All the top 5 guys in the league right now, besides Jamar Chase, have been drafted in the second round or later. So I think you can make those guys great. I think he has what he needs to move the ball. And they've identified as more of a running team these past couple years anyway. So I think they'll be fine.
I think Aaron would rather have kept Devontae Adams.
I would imagine.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is just like a name will emerge this season. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, this guy's good.
Whoever their lead,
right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's gonna emerge.
You're playing with Rodgers. Whoever's the lead,
you gonna get opportunities.
Is gonna put up some sort of
just do what he says. That's all he's trying to say. If you get to your spot on time, A-Rod gonna give you the ball. That's it. He just gotta find some guys he can trust.
The last 2 seasons, right?
He's won it the last.
He's won it the last. He's not going to do it this year. Just because he lost Devontae Adams, he's not going to be in the running for that this year.
Well, I'd be willing
MVP.
Yeah.
I'd bet against the 2-time MVP for the 3rd year every year. I could.
Right.
But if he had a crazy statistical this year,
he's definitely
would be one of those things where you like make a case as the least help he's had available to him of the last 3 seasons, depending on what.
Yeah, I just think that's too tough to do.
No, I agree with you.
Devontae.
It's super unlikely that he would be.
It's going to be an MVP. Nice little drop off.
Yeah, we should see.
He should have a decent season, but I don't think he'll be in the MVP race.
Yeah, I'll have to go with Green Bay still, though, as the winner of the division.
Nobody for the Lions? Y'all ain't been watching Hard Knocks?
Give him 6.
I was motivated out there.
I have been, and that's why I'm not choosing them.
6 or 7 wins.
He be having some good speeches, but they get on the field and still be ass again.
They be ass, bro. That's just don't work, man. Speeches don't make a guy run a 4.4. It's just not gonna happen, you know. I think they do have some talent. Like I love Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's gonna be a good player.
Yeah, he's a beast.
You know, kind of that Bosa brothers mold a bit with him. So I think he's probably gonna get 8 to 10 sacks this year or something like that. He's gonna be an impact player. But the rest of their roster is not great, especially defensively. So they got a few pieces defensively. But I don't think they're going to do much. I don't think they're going to do much.
NFC South?
NFC South. I mean, it would be hard to imagine Tampa not winning it again.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks.
New Orleans probably
nuts, man.
Jameis is back.
Yeah, it's not just that. The Saints have the best defense in that division.
That's
the Bucs defense is pretty good, but the Saints
the best defense
is real deal. Like they can lock motherfuckers up.
They have the best defense, and they've got Michael Thomas back. Probably, we shall see. They drafted that Chris Olave from Ohio State.
Alvin Kamara.
They're going to be good. I think they'll win second in the division, but
so are you making an argument that they're going to win the division? Is that what you're doing right now?
I think it's good. I think it's not going to be close. I think they win the division by 2 games.
Not going to be close with Buccaneers in there.
I don't think the Bucs make the playoffs this year.
That's nuts.
That's what I think.
Yeah, in the NFC though, they're going to get in the playoffs.
I mean, I will put this. I don't think they're not winning double-digit games. In my opinion, the Bucs win cap at 9 games this year.
So who do you expect to be at the top of the NFC then? If you don't think the Bucs is going to even win the division?
Somebody's going to have to win these NFC games. they're gonna get 10 wins for sure.
I mean, the Saints.
You want to put another bet on
the Rams?
10 wins for the Bucs?
No, I mean no. But I don't think they will make it there though.
That would be fantastic. I hate the Bucs. I would love to see them suck.
It's nuts.
Don't think that's the case. I think the NFC is so weak that there's going to be 4 or 5 teams that end up with really high wins and are not nearly as talented as the top of the AFC. But it is what it is. I think Tampa wins. I think Saints are back to being solid again this year. No complete disrespect for the Falcons, and I think we finished 3rd. Honestly, optimistically hoping for 7 wins, but we'll see how it goes.
1 week 1, though.
I hope so. It's just nice to win and be like, yeah, we're 1-0. We're one of the teams.
Right.
Undefeated out here.
We're one of the teams.
Yeah, the Falcons aren't going to be good, though. I can't imagine. I think Marcus Mariota might actually flash and show some moments, but I don't think they're going to be a good team.
I think he's going to lose his job fairly quickly, and you just move on to the rookie.
Well, I think the guy behind him stinks, so...
You were raving about the guy behind him.
Desmond Ritter?
Yeah.
I was never a fan. I literally said on this podcast
That was the only guy you
that's the
didn't
only
want
guy I
to-
did
That's
not
right.
want
That's
is
right.
Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, I think they're going to make that move. And if
Which
you're
he might be
If
good.
you're
I
going to
don't
suck,
know.
you may as well. You just took him not first round, second round, something like that.
Third round.
Yeah, we shall see. But I don't have any respect for the
Yeah.
Falcons.
Dodge that Kyle Pitts bullet this year. Nope.
Yeah, I won't fucking
Not
with it.
fucking with it.
Yeah.
I
won't
grabbed him
fucking
last
with
year,
it.
thought he was going to sneak in there and do something. Yeah, they ain't even run plays for him.
Well, he actually
Why y'all draft this guy?
He had a lot of yards. He had like 1,000-yard season, but he only had one touchdown all year. And I think
Exactly.
it came at the last game of the season. So literally helped nobody out of fantasy.
At all.
Like
Total waste of a pick.
Might have scored his touchdown in London.
I think it was. He
If I
hadn't scored
remember,
in
I
the
think
States
he
yet.
might have called one in
Right,
London.
He didn't score in the States yet. What the fuck is going on? But, I think somebody picked him up. Seen it. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right. NFC West? We got a long football.
Wait,
Hour and a half on football.
How? What do you think the Panthers are going to do? I am curious to your opinion. Being that you were a Baker hater, but now seem to be okay since he's away from the Browns.
I mean, I don't think Baker's going to fucking make the Pro Bowl or nothing, but I think he's going to have a good year. I don't know. I feel like, one of the things that's always motivated Baker is like these adverse situations and shit like that in his career. Like he really leans on stuff like that. And so I expect for him to play his best football. I expect to see the best of Baker. So whatever moments that we've seen from him, and like, oh, Baker is not a bad quarterback. I expect to see that more times than not this year. That's all.
I hope so. My main ask for this is terrible to be going into the season already. Like this is the only thing that I really need to happen is Baker has to either be really, really good or suck. I don't want him to put up like a slightly above average season because he is done after this year as far as contract is concerned.
Right.
So obviously, if he balls and has a great season, why wouldn't the Panthers be interested in re-signing him and bringing him on? That's your quarterback. But if he sucks, we can't get stuck giving him some 3-4 year contract when he's going to be like super average.
Right.
And I don't know. It is what it is, but I'm excited either way.
It's definitely
going
make
into
or
the
break
season,
season for him.
nobody can tell you anything.
Yeah.
It's all we're going to be good, and it is what it is. Until we're
If
not.
McCaffrey stays healthy, he has an easy job. Put it that way. So,
Yeah.
and I think he's in a better situation, I think, overall than he was in Cleveland. So we'll see.
True indeed.
Anything before we go to the last one?
No.
All good.
Got it.
NFC West. Honestly, have like very little respect for any of these teams.
Really?
Yeah, coming into this season,
Why is that?
Even the Rams?
I just don't expect. They were loaded last year, and I know that they still have those guys.
I'm about to say it's
Back
pretty much the
again.
same team.
Didn't Stafford just get hurt
He got something weird.
Like
injury.
recently?
He got some shit going
in
on
the
with him.
preseason? Yeah,
wow.
like within that time frame.
Oh, damn. Now you heard about that.
I'd be. He's my concern.
Yeah,
Stafford is my concern with the Rams.
Situation.
I'm not a big believer in the 49ers. Obviously, Seattle is going to suck this year, and Arizona's still prove it mode for me. So when I say I don't have much respect for anybody in the division, that's what I mean is I just don't have like a high level of confidence in any of them. If you got to pick beginning of the season, I think I would take the Rams to win the division, but I don't know. I just don't think any four of these teams end up being like a Super Bowl contender by the end of the year.
I don't think that's too far off. I do think that San Francisco is going to win. I think they're going to win double-digit games this year. I think Trey Lance is going to be inconsistent. I think you're going to have to like hide him a bit in moments, but I think he's also going to have like really explosive moments throughout the year as well too. Really like I don't know. He reminds me of like the quarterbacks back in the day type thing where you had to have that structure of like running the ball and playing good defense and shit. And he'll pop a big play or two here or
Off
there.
script.
You know what I'm saying? Like, throughout the game, and then that's what leads you to a win. But if you look at the statistics throughout the entirety of the game, you're like, well, he threw for like 55% and 2 touchdowns and a pick. He wasn't like fantastic, but he made the plays when you needed him to make them. So I think you're gonna see a lot of that from them. I probably will take them as the division winner in this. Like, I think Seattle's I think Seattle's probably the worst team in the league this year, or at least bottom 3. And what's the other team? What's the last team I'm looking for?
Arizona
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. I don't know. I don't know about them. I know D Hop's gonna be out for a while. I gotta see. I don't know. I don't know where I really have the Cardinals projected, but I don't think they'll be a bad team. They should be pretty decent, I guess, around, I don't know, 10 wins.
Yeah. If Matt Stafford hurt, I can see Arizona winning that division.
Yeah.
If Stafford's really hurt, it's got to go to Arizona for me. I don't think the Niners, they're going to have a little, they're going to have a cool year, but I don't see Trey Lance doing nothing with them that crazy. That's why they kept Garoppolo there. So I don't know. I roll with Arizona. And, of course, Seattle at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem like the easiest team to figure out. They're just going to be garbage.
Yeah,
Seattle.
Yeah, for sure. But they'll probably win week 1. Whoever they play
Probably.
week 1. They'll
Stomp
probably
somebody
right. Come out and kick some ass. So you're like, I knew nothing about this season. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Y'all want to give a Super Bowl prediction since I gave mine already?
Jeez, I haven't really even thought about this. Super Bowl prediction. I have. It's kind of tough.
It is. Probably all going to be wrong.
Most likely. Because this is going to be just a different year. A lot of shit that shifted. I don't know, come back to me. I can't think of nothing. What you got?
You got
Give me
one
Baltimore from the AFC. And give me...
Did he make a bet about that? Did y'all make a bet about that?
did.
Yeah.
About that?
What is
made
it?
the Super Bowl?
Lamar Jackson got to win it, though.
Oh, you bet that they was going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, Lamar Jackson would. Like,
What is the bet again?
that Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl.
This year.
Yeah.
This season.
It was
Yeah.
just straight up odds?
No. You gave me...
3-1, right?
Oh, yeah, he gave you some. Yeah, he gave
I'm
you
going to jot
stupid.
these down so we don't forget them. I think I gave you 3-1.
But that was one of them jumps.
Oh, I know. It's
Lamar
25.
rants.
I think you owe me 250. 10-1.
10-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound right.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
does
that
sound
was
right.
right.
It's just for this season.
Yeah. But so I'll take Baltimore, and I'll take. I guess it's hard for me to pick somebody out the NFC. Like you said, damn, the fucking Eagles actually kind of look good when you think about it overall.
See?
Give me the Rams, I guess, or yeah, I'll take the Rams.
But you got winning it.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore.
That's nuts.
I'm going to just ride with the Chargers. The Chargers are going to get a Super Bowl this year.
Hate to say, I guess I'll just go ahead and throw out there. I'm gonna go with the Bills and the Bucks.
Okay.
I think Brady's gonna get back there.
Just let it go, man.
Let what go.
Look, NFC wins are going to be available. They're going to get some
Oh
wins.
no, actually, I'm calling for the rematch. Sorry, Baltimore, San Francisco. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling for the rematch.
Hardball ball, huh?
Yeah, but
Rematch. Oh, from like 10 years ago?
yeah.
You said that shit like it just happened or something.
Doesn't happen often though.
I don't know if it's a
Often you get
rematch.
Yeah, it's a rematch. It's different players, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a totally different teams, different coaches, everything.
When you point out
They might have
different players.
Baltimore got to say, no, it's a totally different situation.
Yeah, one coach. Yeah, not a rematch.
It's like saying it's a rivalry. It's not. It's not a rivalry.
It's a rematch, bro. You don't get matchups like
When you
that.
said rematch, I specifically thought about Bengals Rams.
No,
So I'm thinking you're talking about the last season.
Fuck no.
That's what I thought. Too.
Yeah.
The Bengals make it to the Super Bowl again. It's gonna be a long year for me to let you know.
It's gonna be a long year anyway.
Suicide watch
That's
type
facts.
shit.
Back-to-back years.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on? Ah!
We gonna see, man. It's exciting time to be alive. We'll cover week 1, see how these teams looked after 1 week in a couple of days.
Yep.
Facts.
All right, so let's get into a few of the small topics. Not a whole lot took place last week, but we got a few things. And Carl, Tiffany Haddish seems to be burning a hole in your brain. You really sound like you want to get this out here.
Oh no, I mean this is
Tell
huge
us
though.
about what's going on.
This
I don't
was
know
like
any
career altering type shit.
Okay.
For her and Aries Spears, and I don't know
how
if
much
Aries
altering
Spears.
it was for him.
So wait, Aries Spears, this is
He's a
surrounding the trouble. He get in trouble for saying something about Lizzo?
I mean, I don't know if it was trouble, but she got like
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
internet
Backlash.
regarding.
So
He
it
said that
stems from
Lizzo
that?
looked like the shit emoji, which was like, damn.
Ouch.
And the fucked up thing was nobody asked him about Lizzo's looks. They were like, "Hey, don't you think Lizzo makes some good music?" And he's
He
like,
asked about the
I can't even listen to the music because she just looked like the shit emoji." Like, oh shit, like damn, bro, you don't even know
I've been
what she
seeing
looked like on the
little
radio.
clips from that interview. And he was just trashing everybody that they brought up. So I think it was just a thing that he was doing. He was like, I can't even listen to Lil Wayne. He looks like a gargoyle.
He was
or
like
something.
in the
It's
comedians
like, all right.
type shit. He was getting some stuff off and whatever. So I do feel like, you know, there is a bit of an agenda to cancel this guy, Aries Spears, which, I mean, of course, I don't care for him that much as a person. I do think he's a funny comedian a bit, or he used to be.
Is there any particular reason why you don't care for him as a person? Or you're just saying in general you don't have any
I
strong
mean, I
feelings
just don't
about
really, I don't know, he's a weird guy. He's like a drunk type person,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know a ton about
seems
him, but
pretty
I've always
shiesty.
thought he was funny when I've
Yeah,
seen
I think
him.
I think
Like,
he's funny.
a really
but
funny dude.
he seems pretty shiesty. But I do think you know, somebody dug deep because all right. So what it is that hit the internet was this old video of him and Tiffany Haddish doing this skit with some kids. The skit was that Tiffany Haddish was leaving her son with her uncle, for her uncle to babysit, and the name of the skit is called "Mind of a Pedophile," and the uncle,
It's a wild skit to do.
right, wild fucking skit to do. It's this little boy. He's in his fucking little kid underwear. That's all he's wearing in the entire skit, and like Aries Spears is like watching him, and he's like reading the newspaper, and every time like a newspaper falls, and then another newspaper falls, and then you realize this guy, he has fucking holes cut out in the newspaper and shit. And he's looking at the little kid in his underwear and shit on the floor.
What was they planning on posting this shit at? What was it?
No, it's been out for years. It's
It was on like a show or something.
huh?
It was on like a show or something, right?
No, it was just a random skit. You know how comedians get together and do skits together
They're
and
like
stuff?
on a stage or something?
No, it's online.
Just like a video.
Yeah, like
Okay,
they shot at
okay.
the house or whatever.
I got you.
And it's another, like he getting in the tub with the kid or whatever too. It's just a bunch of weird scenes like rubbing baby oil on the very weird fucking scene. I didn't really find it. I get that they were trying to be funny, but I didn't find it funny.
Right.
And then, you know, the other Tiffany Haddish thing is that because it's a lawsuit that's coming from these now. So those two kids, the little boy who is only like 14 right now, they're not telling us what his name is, and his sister who's 21 at this time are suing Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears for like sexual abuse and or sexual misconduct of minors. Pretty more sexual exploitation of minors and shit like that. That's what the civil lawsuit is about, or regarding. So the little girl is alleging that Tiffany Haddish had her do a video where she was pretty much teaching her how to like give head or whatever in the video, but like with like food objects like a sub and like cucumbers and bananas and shit. Just some weird stuff that you would have a 14-year-old girl do, and they thought it was funny at the time. And but to me, again, I don't know exactly. It seems like, you know, this was a bit of like a retaliatory, I guess, is that a word?
Yeah.
For the Aries Spears shit that he said about Lizzo. Somebody went digging to find this stuff. It's been out there.
So there's
already,
no problem
so.
between Tiffany and Spears.
I think she might be collateral damage in this a little bit, but at the same time, she did recently go on to Corey Holcomb's 5150 show, and I was like, oh shit, Tiffany Haddish too big to be doing
Corey Holcomb,
shit with Corey Holcomb. That's the first thing that I thought. It's similar to when I first saw Nick Cannon do the shit with Professor Griff, and I was like, yo, something gonna happen because of this, because you too big to be associated with a motherfucker that talk this type of shit. And so I feel like she might be getting some blowback for fucking around with Corey Holcomb as well too. But I don't, that's just a theory, conspiracy theory. But I mean, they're definitely eating some shit about this right now. Like I said, I mean,
eat some shit emojis.
Yeah. It's certainly going to be career altering a bit for Tiffany Haddish, because I mean, talking about female comedians, especially black female comedians, who's bigger or who was bigger than Tiffany Haddish?
Monique.
Yeah, of course, right. Right.
Well, how
could I forget? Yeah, literally.
Amy Schumer. Who are we doing? Oh,
I said black. Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't even hear anything about this.
I mean, Twitter is eating
all I
them
had
up.
heard about was the backlash from the Lizzo stuff.
No, Twitter is killing them right now with this shit. So, like I said, very strange skit. I can't find a skit where she's talking about trying to teach the girl how to get fellatio and shit. But it's like well documented and stuff like that, apparently, or that's what at least what the girl is alleging. And apparently Tiffany Haddish was friends with the children's mother. And she had told the mother that they were supposed to be doing like some audition for a Nickelodeon skit or something like that, and then ended up doing those videos.
That's wild.
Yeah, right.
That's some wild shit to do.
So that's what they're alleging, of course.
If that's true.
So we'll see what happens, what comes of this. But these videos are like super old. I'm talking like 10 years old.
Gotcha.
They're noticeably younger in the videos for sure.
Damn.
I'll have to tune in a
know what
little
to say
bit
about that shit.
Yeah, I have to tune in a little bit, get more familiar before I have much to say, but interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
interesting.
They're fucked.
We shall see.
We shall. In other conspiracy news,
What else we got?
the Baby's New Orleans show got canceled due to low ticket sales. According to a local report, sales appear to be fewer than 500 for an arena with a concert capacity of 14,000 people or more. React.
Sounds like some BS to me.
Sounds like a wild report.
I mean, I don't think that if they had to cancel the show or whatever, I could see that happening if they weren't getting enough ticket
Right.
sales. But the 500 is the part that I'm throwing the flag on.
I need to
Throwing
know
the
who
flag
was
on
on
that.
this.
That
Is it just
sounds
him
like-
by himself doing this bit, or did he have like other people that was performing with him?
Apparently, it was supposed to be. I'm sure he had an
500
opener.
people to show up to an open.
I mean, not like an open, like it was like
Music
another
video.
like star rapper.
Nobody's just
or
making
what.
that number up, though. You know that, right? They're pulling it off of Ticketmaster. You can see how many tickets are sold.
How you
based
know where
on
they got
that.
different? They said some local report.
No, I
I
read
know
several
that
articles that
there's-
verified what the ticket sales were via Ticketmaster or whatever they were housing or selling them off of.
Man, they said
they said less than 500.
They said Black China make $20 million a month off OnlyFans. I ain't listening to what these Ticketmaster shits be saying.
You don't have to listen to they. You don't have to listen to they. DJ
I'd be
Khaled told us
curious
that.
to see the title. Or I'm sorry to see the source or whatever. If that's the case, then that's the case. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. This is too low. It just doesn't make sense. I think
mean,
the
that's
baby
what-
could say,
I
I'm
thought that
shooting
was
a music
shocking.
video here next week, and 500 people will show up. I just find
Right.
that hard to believe.
It's a real low number.
But either way, if he wasn't able to sell out the show, I don't know. I would assume that happens. But I do feel like there has been a difference over the past 6 months or whatever you would call the time frame of once he started to get like in more hot water. There has been like a clear cooling off, in my opinion.
A little bit.
I'm not saying he can't come back from it, but like the trajectory that he was on before it
Right.
really started to get like where every day there
festival
was another
shit.
story about him.
We talking about a dude who's
There's
literally
been a
the
big
biggest
drop-off.
artist in the game.
Yeah.
Like besides Drake, it wasn't even close between him and like the next best artist or like a Lil Baby,
Right.
as far as like what they were doing internationally and nationally and stuff, as far as like those numbers and streams and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's significant. I know you don't put much stock into it, but I do think
just one show.
No doubt, it's just one show, but it means something.
If that is the case, though, I would be like leaning towards it not being a big deal if there were like another tour or other shows where he's selling out right after that.
Shit like this happens more
I would
often
kind of
than
just chalk
not
it up as a whatever.
To artists, especially artists that are considered like in the top tier of artists getting shit right now, because they'll go through a market and sell out 8 straight shows, and then they'll get to a market that just not really fucking with them that weekend, and they have no ticket sales. Like they could sell 10 straight shows back before that, and then have a dud show like that happen.
He might not have a big fan base in New Orleans.
Yeah, it should happen.
That just might be the fact.
Everybody ain't popping every single place just because they have the crazy numbers. That doesn't mean you're gonna go to Minnesota or somewhere and your shit gonna sell out.
But you would think they look at that stuff prior to booking shows in those areas.
Somebody fumbled something somewhere to book that.
It might have been an issue with just the promoter. Yeah, and the shit might not have been like promoted.
That's what I would put that on, because you need to do your research better to book this arena and they can't even fill it. Right. What we doing? So yes, that's not on the artist. He just had a dud. I think he just had a dud weekend that time. Somebody fucked up, and then he'll go back to sell out the show next week.
He want to sell some tickets. I guarantee he come anywhere in our general vicinity. Motherfuckers coming to the baby concert. Yeah, well, he could probably pull 20,000 in this area. I could alone. So. I don't know. I think it's just, probably the promoter's fault or something, but I think it says something, I don't know what that is yet, but it says something.
Whose fault, the baby or the promoter?
I saw that caption. Super creative.
Yeah, but he ain't booking his own shows.
Yeah.
You got people to do that shit. Somebody fumble.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Somebody fumble.
Pretty light on music this week, right?
Yeah, I didn't listen to anything.
A couple singles was good. Freddie Gibbs single. Coincidentally, we was talking about it last week.
It was with Moneybag.
With Moneybag, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it yet. But
not too much. That Jeezy and DJ Drama joint, that shit crazy.
Those are the only 2 songs that I even added to my monthly.
Did y'all know they was beefing? I didn't know that they had beef for years. Like they hadn't been fucking with each other for years, and then they came back and did this track. Right?
No, I didn't know about that.
No, I had no clue.
I guess they kept it low. I think I seen Drama was talking about it one time in the interview. I think he was on Roy Mall's podcast actually.
Yeah, I did see that.
But it's dope to see them back together. The Snowman. We already know how big that Can't Ban the Snowman shit was in this series on the mixtapes and shit. So got a hard record.
Apparently, NBA YoungBoy is dropping a tape tonight again. So
he's also about to go on tour, and his first stop is Chicago, and Quando Rondo is opening up.
Yeah, 30 city tour.
Wild boy.
Yeah.
Wild boy.
That's wild. Best of luck to him.
Those kids are nuts.
That's wild. They be trying it. They really be taking it
They're
there.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit that be going on.
Can't go to that show.
Yak dropped a track that For No Reason. I dropped it in the group chat, but I don't know if you guys listened to it.
He said he's like the new Mystical or something.
No,
he said some shit like that.
No,
what did you say about Mystical?
The Mystical flow though, the Mystical Petey Pablo again.
He said, the Mystical Petey Pablo flow. He said,
this nigga, I'm telling you, he is the god of flows. Like he is the goat of that shit. Like the most versatile artist in the game is that it's a fortune cookie. Every song you listen to, you don't know what to expect. It's a fortune cookie, bro. You don't know you don't know how he's gonna attack the beat, bro. It's really an impressive thing.
He got so many lines off just now. The god of flows. He's like a fortune cookie. The most versatile artist in the game.
Have you listened to that track though, bro? It's impressive to like, oh man, this dude really can do anything music wise. It's impressive. That's what I'm saying.
It was.
That's all. I'll leave it
song. I can see why the Mystical Peter Pablo thing, but we're not gonna put that like they had the most amazing flows ever. It was just an unorthodox way of rhyming that they did.
Well, no, yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, he doing this type of flow. It's like this is an unorthodox
it's just
flow.
dope that
And he's
you
an
can tap
unorthodox
into that.
rapper, so it kind of makes sense for him to get that shit off like that.
Yeah, but nobody else has done it. That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think people are trying to get the Petey Pablo off.
No, but he flipped that shit. He made that
Probably
shit.
not a lot of
I don't think
people.
people, especially not Mystical.
I'm just saying,
Well,
he
he going
flipped
through
that
right
shit.
there.
Not
They
right
ain't
now,
touching
no.
that.
People still listen to Mystical.
Nobody listens to Mystical.
I don't think that's true.
Deion Sanders was just playing it in the locker room after the Jackson State.
Yeah, that's his theme song.
He just said, "Play my theme song." People still listen
That's
to
been
that
his
shit.
theme song, but
Yes.
we're not
Bro,
gonna say people because
but-
Deion picked it as his
But
theme song.
I'm just saying though, like when Mystical come on, you be like, it's hard for you to say, "Oh, this motherfucker ain't rapping."
No, he
on
had
this
hits.
motherfucker. He was
Mystical was
He was
that.
kicking some shit
But I
with
don't-
that flow.
I don't think people is turning on Mystical today.
No, I mean, I'm not.
There's not.
Go you talk
Right,
about
not
it.
every day, but I'm just saying, like,
Spotify
that's how you
had
know a guy is really dedicated to the craft and really digging around and like, I don't know, continuously contributing to it as well too.
Or he like was purposely trying. He said something about that, like, "Oh, I'm just dedicated to Mystical and Petey."
No, it's just obvious to me that, that's that kind of flow. He got songs with Petey Pablo and stuff like that.
Really?
So I mean, they
that's
they have a
super
relationship with each other.
Oh, okay.
But
Super random.
yeah, I
It's random
think
as hell. Random as
it
hell.
fucked me up.
Petey
but-
and anybody having songs
Yeah,
together current
yeah.
is funny.
like this is a brand new. This song came out like within a year.
That's wild, son.
So,
I don't know if I've ever heard more than one Petey Pablo song.
I know two possibly.
Yeah, as soon as I said that,
One
I
of
thought
the
of a
possible.
second one.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny stuff. Interesting.
He had like 2-3 hits for
Definitely
sure.
it was two.
For sure.
Yeah,
Two real deal hits.
Right.
Two real deal hits, no doubt.
What's the 2 y'all talking about? Y'all think about?
North Carolina,
Of course.
and then the other one was the
Freak-a-leak.
Freaky Girl shit. Whatever. What was it?
It's called Freak a Leak, wasn't it?
Freak-a-leak. Freak-a-leak.
And he had the
Those
Joan
are the two I
Sierra.
was thinking of too.
He had the Joan Sierra.
Yeah, well, he's just on that. But yeah,
Oh, he was featured that one with his song. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I don't be thinking about.
good enough.
Yeah.
He had a nice little run. He maximized.
You said two and a possible.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah,
Got
so-
your books.
Ain't bad.
What else?
What else? Lil Baby put out his first single for his album dropping in October, I think he said.
Didn't hear it, but I will.
I didn't hear that either.
Called
Of course,
Deep
check
House.
out
It's
the
hard.
album.
It's hard.
Album cover
It's a
looks
wild
cool.
video. It's like a workout with Kanye type video. Like he's doing
Oh,
workouts
I
with women.
did
and
see
shit.
that clip.
Like
That's
if you
weird.
was just listening to the song and then you would see that video, it's like, why did they make this video for this song? Because it's a hard record. Like it's a hard ass song.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, this is the video they wanted to go
Like a
with.
silly
It's kind of
direction.
weird.
That is weird.
Maybe it's motivational music, working out and shit.
Maybe
I don't
so.
know.
Maybe so.
I've heard good things about his doc on Hulu, but I haven't tapped
I was just
into
telling
it
about
yet.
that. I watched this shit last week.
You liked
It was good. It was good. I was thinking that, like, how much could you talk about him? He's only been out for like 3 years. But they went to the breakdown, like him being in the streets and how, like, he didn't want to rap. They, like, tried to force him to rap because he was making so much money in the streets. He's
Yeah.
like, why I'm going to be a rapper and be a broke rapper trying to get a buzz when I'm already getting money every day type shit. So they broke that down, and they really broke down how he took that jump from, like, his first year to the next year of how better he got at rapping, like, so fast.
Yeah.
They said he was just locked in the studio, like, every day. When he first started off, he had mad shows, like 2-3 people showing up. He ain't had no buzz. He hadn't really caught a hit yet.
He said Gunna used to write his raps.
Yeah, they worked with Gunna a
Oh,
lot.
shit.
Him and Thug.
He said he didn't even know how to write a rap. He was just like Gunna showed him how to write a rap pretty
Yeah.
much, and then he kind of took it from there.
Yeah,
But
that's
he-
cool. So it was
yeah.
cool to see that process of how dedicated he was to being a better rapper, and you could obviously hear that in the music.
Yeah,
he started
yeah.
catching the hits, and then the shit just started to build. It's a good doc. Check it out.
Yeah.
That's
Speaking
cool.
of,
Thug and Gunna in the doc.
Seemed too early for me. I wasn't very interested. Like just early.
Yeah,
in his
it's a
career.
little too early in his
It's
career.
like- it's
That
just
first
weird.
year, what was that first
Give me
joint
10
that
years
popped
I
from
want
now.
to see
That's
the
just
whole
lit.
arc.
Yeah,
The
that's
first
just
joint that
lit.
popped was that My Dog joint. That was the joint that popped.
Oh,
him.
for sure.
That was the one.
Yeah, that's a
Once
good.
he caught
That's still
that-
a good song though. I like that song.
Yeah. They said they knew immediately. They sent it to one of the QC to P and what's the other dude's name? That's part of the QC. Coach K. He sent it to them and they heard that My Dog Elliott, he got one. They already knew him automatically it was a hit and that shit went crazy.
That's
It was
what's
all,
up.
took off from there. Y'all should check it out. Pretty cool.
Man, I watched the
down.
Elvis movie.
It's on HBO now.
Here we
Yeah, it's
go.
on
I
HBO
saw,
Max.
I saw that.
All right,
this weekend.
give us the brainwashing that they gave you.
No, I mean I don't know if it's brainwashing. I mean I've always respected Elvis is like an artist. You don't have the same level of respect for him though.
Why have you always respected him as an artist?
Just because who he is fucking Elvis, dog. I mean, everybody knows who Elvis is.
I respect the name more than
he's
anything else.
famous.
I don't have Elvis was like too young. Like my parents didn't even listen to Elvis. Not like around me.
Yeah.
So like the music that I got put on from them was not Elvis. So I don't think anything of Elvis. Like when I hear the name, it doesn't do anything for me. But obviously I know he's like a massive historical
I don't know
figure.
why it's popped in my head. I know I'm not as big on baseball as you, but I think of Elvis as like Babe Ruth. Where it's like one of those legendary people from way back in the day that people don't want to let go. Type shit, because there's been better players and better rock stars and singers.
But no,
and shit
that's
since
not the
him.
truth though.
But it's like,
but that's different.
they won't let that go.
It's people who've hit more home runs than Babe Ruth. There's nobody ever who sold more albums or records than Elvis. He's the highest selling artist in American history by far.
No. Luda had a line said he sold more than Elvis. It was one of them hits back in the
Stop it, bro.
He said that in the line. They won't tell you I have more hits than Elvis. Said that shit. Luda did that shit.
Elvis is like single-handedly the reason why Vegas is what Vegas is today type shit. Because of Elvis. Like he started that whole like I'm doing my shows at Vegas and like he was the attraction for Vegas. That's why like
he was the first residency.
Elvis and Vegas are like synonymous because of that. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that makes sense.
And he actually, I know a lot of people call him like a cultural like appropriator or whatever, and you can call it that if you want to, but I think he's of the culture. Now that I watched this movie, so I don't define him as that, but he shot a light on like black music at the time, like, and what he was just happened to be a white dude doing it. That's just kind of how that's why I said I think it's very similar to Eminem, because like Eminem's of that culture. It's not like he's robbing of it, like. Elvis grew up in the hood around the churches with the black people and shit, or around the guys playing the blue in fucking Memphis, Tennessee and shit. So
it's obviously that's where he gets his influence from black people, the way he did rock and the moves.
Yeah,
and
no,
all that
like,
shit.
but he admits that shit though. He's like, well, black people have been doing this way before I did, but people.
I think that's the issue though.
No, it fucked people up because
black people has been nice at rock, but because now we got this white dude is nice at rock and do a few moves with him, he's gonna be the biggest thing ever.
Well, it's the same as Eminem,
but it doesn't necessarily mean that he made the best music ever. That's what I'm saying. It's like the same thing.
But what I'm saying is with Eminem at the same time, you couldn't say that he won't rapping his ass off. It won't just because he's white.
Sure.
And it's the same thing with Elvis. This motherfucker can really sing his ass off and dance with it. Like it won't like he was like mimicking it and won't doing it at the highest level. The motherfucker, he had a Frank Sinatra-like voice and could move and shit at the same time. So it was like the dude had the talent to back up as to why he was the guy who he was type thing. You know? Like, it's the same thing with Eminem, in my opinion. Yeah. So, like, that's kind of what I took away from the movie. And the motherfucker was taken advantage of like a motherfucker. So he was really treated like a nigga. Like, the entire time. You know, throughout his life. So it was a good film. I think good watch. Very I think educational a bit.
I might check it out now with your recommendation. I wasn't super pressed either way.
Yeah, I mean,
but I like
the storytelling is kind of wild. It's more centered. The guy who managed them is telling the story.
Okay,
so you get his perspective about everything. He was a piece of shit.
The manager.
Yeah. He ended up taking like 50% of over 50% of Elvis's money and shit throughout the whole time, and he was a con artist pretty much.
The music business back then, artists won't get no type of publishing, no rights, and nothing. You was just the act.
Yeah, and I don't think Elvis was very like educated on stuff like that. So he was just
I don't think anybody was
singing and doing his thing, and that was it. That's all he knew. You know, he was staying out of like all of the crazy shit. But I mean, there was a lot of crazy stuff. Like people didn't like Elvis. Like he was like against. Like America didn't like him as far as like the government didn't like him. They sent this motherfucker away to boot camp for the way he used to dance and shit.
Yeah, well that dancing was like
gyrating on stage.
Yeah, right. Super it was forbidden. Yeah, it was forbidden. So
that is one of the only things that I know about.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting story. So
nice. I'll check it out.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, anything else here before we wrap? We're running out of time here.
You was hating on man's doing this thing, playing pro in these other leagues and shit. But Cold World was on the 2K cover this year and in the game.
It's crazy that he was able to swing that deal for real. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Just
it's
a couple little pro games, semi-pro games.
J. Cole.
Now I'm on the cover of 2K. What up?
That's pretty cool.
I'm fine.
NBA players ain't made the cover yet, and then Cole on there.
But we can admit that he's not a good basketball player professionally. He might be a good basketball player at LA Fitness or at the YMCA locally,
right.
But professionally, he's not a good basketball player.
Playing pro Africa.
He might be decent on the game.
Probably.
They probably made him a decent profile on the game.
Yeah. I think they kind of like integrated him into the My Player stuff, like they did with Spike Lee a few years back.
Okay.
So I don't know how that translates in the gameplay, but
yeah,
pretty cool little dream build thing.
Gonna have you in the studio with Cole and Boss.
I did see Boss was one of the guys mentioned as being in it too. Yeah,
that's dope. We got his boy in there too.
No doubt.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I ain't hating on J. Cole. Maybe he got he doing a soundtrack too.
I'm sure. It'll be heavily influenced.
Some records on the game playing. Yeah. Most definitely.
That should be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey yo, I just want to say this. 5-year rapped on God did. He put out a little freestyle to it. Mm-hmm. I wish he never touched that.
Yeah, that one.
I wish he never.
That shit not a drill beat.
I wish he never touched that beat at all.
That's not a drill beat.
I gotta hear that.
I don't know what in his mind made him think, because it was like quick. It was like a couple of days after the song came out. I'm like, this is where you trying to go? I like the shit that he was saying. I just didn't like him rapping on that beat.
Yeah.
You can't go from Hove and then listen to 5 he did on that beat. I'm sorry. Like, I know that's my guy, but he's not.
Maybe he was
he's
mad
not
that
giving
he
you that on that.
He's not on the album though, right?
He's not. It was surprising. I didn't even think about that.
It's kind of surprising a little bit.
I didn't even think about that.
So he probably was like, damn, I got to find
I'm going to be on goddamn some way or another.
One way or another.
Yeah, he probably a little freestyle. Yeah, he shouldn't touch that one, Fabi. Nah. It's not the one.
You should have had somebody remix that shit into a drill beat, ain't it?
That would have been tight.
He would have
probably should have did that.
To a straight.
But off the straight regular God did beat, nah.
Yeah, I can't hear it. And
not
if I did, I'd probably turn it off.
Not enough tempo. That was made for straight bars on it. And nah, he wasn't giving it up like that. He was talking some shit, though. I liked it.
I got to hear it. I'm curious now.
Yeah. Had to get that off.
No, man.
Well, we kind of ran over for samples. You want to hold those for next week?
All right.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
All right. Yeah, we kind of close on time. Anything else then you want to get off your chest? Any words of wisdom?
No, I do have this other story that what all you guys should look it up is this guy named Shantae Harden. He was a phony funeral director is what they call him on the news. Just got sentenced to 12 years. This guy was like pretty much acting as a funeral director, taking people's bodies and like families' remains and shit and stuff like that, and throwing them in a random building, and just like just some random shit. And he has the nerve. You can look at all this shit up on YouTube and like follow the timeline and everything. He has like a 10-minute interview on YouTube with a news reporter, and the news reporter won't throw him no softball questions at all, like really laying into him, because the guy's like, no, I don't house any bodies in this in this facility or anything like that. And the guy was like, well, we just see bodies, take it out of here. And he's like, well, that one was only here for an hour or so, and the other one, he's like, well, how about the other one? No longer than a week. So it's like, oh, you do house bodies here. You just gotta look at it. But it's fucking hilarious. That's just nuts. Wild shit that goes on that people choose to be scam artists with, and that for him it was fucking being a funeral director.
Your algorithm is nuts.
For real.
I don't know how it popped up.
Come across something like
I don't know how it popped up, but it's a fairly popular story, I guess. Though that's going on right now.
I got a quote. Shout out to C to God. Rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. It's a good one to go out on. I don't have one, so hey, we appreciate you listening. We will be back next week with a week 1 review of the NFL season. We appreciate you. Peace.
Peace.